After a little week-long hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
Do apologize for that well, not inconvenience, but for an inconvenience of your viewing pleasure. Um,
Very specific.
I am very specific. Thank you for noticing. So, round one, we're gonna have us some five-color tribal flame zoo. It's exciting. Round two versus Hollow One.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna have same deck for the Flame Zoo, same Zoo deck versus Maru Pyromancer, and then Maru Pyromancer versus the Lightning Company, which is gonna be spicy. Then we'll have Lightning Company versus Burn, then Burn versus Blue White Control, and then Blue White Control versus Hollow One. Starting for the first three rounds, we're gonna have Sebastian and myself on commentary. Then we're gonna rotate over to myself and Kirby, who is on Maru Pyromancer, doing commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So. With that, I'm going to go and pull up the first deck, which is the Tribal Flame Zoo deck, which should be a little interesting to look at. I don't think it has Field of Ruin in it, if I had to guess.
Uh, no.
No?
No.
Alright, so what are your initial thoughts on this deck?
Initial thoughts, we've had it before. I thought it was pretty neat. I can't recall how well it performed. But it's just like a step up from the old Naya Zoo deck running Kurdave, Wild Nacatl. But you're now doing the thing where you get to kind of play the best aggressive creatures from Khan's block.
Yeah, and you also now have access to Bloodbraid, which I believe we didn't have last time.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodbraid Elf into Mantis Rider does seem like something that could be pretty sweet, or into Tribal, into most spells in this deck, with your one Tribus being the weakest, but those are still fine.
Mm-hmm.
See Drano in there just as a in-game finisher, Lightning Helix on a stick, plus a 4/5, and then, yeah, like you said, just a bunch of assorted good creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, it's a step up from the old Naya Zulus that's kind of been around for a while in Modern, but
Yeah,
you're getting to play a lot more aggressive, a lot more burn.
yeah,
Kind of do your thing, and I'm excited to see Blood Red Elf into Manus Rider
yeah.
if it happens.
Hopefully it will happen. That would be something great to see. I'm sure Corey would not appreciate it as much.
Well,
Wow,
you'd look at it and be like, "Yeah, no, that's fair."
that's fair. I have better things to do.
Mm,
Speaking of, let's look at his better things. Ooh.
nice refresh.
There's not a ton of things to talk about here, if we're being honest here. Halloween deck we all know by this point. You cast your Burning Inquiries, your Faithless Lootings, your Goblin Lores, and your Collective Brutalities, along with your Street Wraiths to enable your Hollow Ones, your Flameblade Adepts, and then the discard spells enable your Bloodghast and your Flamewake Phoenix, as well as your Delve threats.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at this point, it's a deck that's just kind of becoming more of a mainstay in Modern.
Yeah, it is.
So, not a ton to talk about here. So, I think that we are good. Go ahead and switch over to the match. It looks like they're rolling right now, but we can go and swap on over there and let them know that they can start whenever.
You're good to start. Something's hilarious.
Andrew's doing a laugh. Oh, he has his worst lands in his hand.
What is it? Breeding Pool Temple Garden?
Sure was.
Ah,
You can cast three of your creatures, three of your 1 and 2 drops with that, but your Narnum Renegade is not great without a fetch land.
yeah. I think it looks like a Watery Grave and hmm, Watery Grave and Hallowed Fountain
Or,
are the worst ones.
yeah, no, I would agree. You don't really want the card. So, Hallowed Fountain lets you cast Mantis Rider and Siege Rhino, and also Lightning Helix. And then Water Grave lets you cast
Manus Rider.
Mantis Rider and Siege Rhino. And that's it. That's all of them. Big excite.
Extreme Excite.
Alright, so,
We are back.
we are back. Thank you for noticing.
Surprise, we're here in our stream where we live. This box we live in.
You thought it was another week without a stream, but it was me.
Stream out.
Theo. Alright, so. What? Gotta do the lean into the mic, you know?
You
Well,
didn't.
little
If
lean.
you lean, the mic stays in the same spot.
Well, I can't lean into the mic that's on my head, can I?
That's what I'm saying, is that you can't.
Wait, no, I can. I can. All right.
Frustration counter 1.
Frustration count is at 1.
Flameblade Adept on turn 1.
Yep, Corey's pretty adept at having those good turn 1 starts.
Man, that's a nice $50 fast land. Isn't Modern nice?
Sure is.
So this 2/3 Death Touch.
2-3 Death Touch blocks Hollowed One very well, blocks Delve creatures very well.
Does not block the Flameblade Adept.
Does not currently block the Flame Adept because it has Menace.
It is menacing. If
It
you
is
will.
one menacing boy. Doot doot doot.
Doot, doot.
So I feel like I could never play Hollow One. I feel like I'm very unlucky, and I would just like cast this Goblin Lore right now. I discard my hand, mill half my deck, and then get DQ'd from the event. So
That's rough.
like that's just how the cards work out, you know. Sometimes you just get, you know, discard half your deck,
We see the DQ.
or 2 Hollow Ones even. That's
Oh.
also pretty unfortunate.
bad.
It looks like he's kind of left with lands and a Burning Inquiry. Really unfortunate for him.
I feel like Corey's had you beat on the unluckiness for a while.
Has he?
I think so.
I don't know. Like, it's up for debate, but possibly. Probably. I mean, at least I'm second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Healthy second's always good.
Is it good?
It is good. It's better than a healthy, like, third.
Healthy 9th place.
Healthy I was gonna make that joke, but it seemed like a cheap shot.
That's a Hearthstone card, not a Magic card.
Hmm.
Talk is cheap. Would you like to take the 2? He took the 2.
Sure did. Alrighty then. Now he's cracking a fetch.
The
Oop.
human luck sack.
Hey, look. So,
Hey, luck.
hey, listen. So,
Hey!
I'm lucky against specific people.
That would be me.
I'm not lucky against you. I'm just better than you.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna have a
Alright.
talk on stream.
What's up?
You think that 9th place was a cheap shot. You think that my 9th place stories that I joke about was a cheap shot.
Yeah.
And then that you just tell me you're better than me. And you think that's okay?
I mean, it's facts.
My feelings are hurt.
I'm joking. You're better than I am.
Well, now I feel bad. I never win. You just make me feel like garbage.
Sounds like our magic history. And that you
Personal
never
history.
win.
Hello, old man wizard. How are you?
Oh shoot, we actually have the old man wizard. I'm proud of you, old man wizard. Proud of you.
Corey pitched 2 hollow ones and still looks like he's having a better time than Andrew.
I mean, this renegade does stonewall the fish, and the lightning helix kills the 1/2. So, could be worse for him.
Let's roll the RNG cube.
All right, so Corey. Okay. Uh-huh. Looks like Corey's hand is mostly not great.
Okay.
I was kind
Do
of
you have
going more
another
for
one?
being a wizard, but Ald is also a thing to congratulate you on. You're welcome. Alright.
So unless he has another Narnum Renegade, I'm not sure how I feel about getting in with that and letting him get an attack in with the fish.
Yeah, it's really heckin' aggressive, and I don't feel like he wins the race where he's getting hit by this fish if he doesn't have the follow up. But oh no, he has the tribal fames to kill it, so that's fine.
Fishman down.
One baked fish,
Mmm, crispy.
crispy, crunchy.
Swamp fish. Faithless looting. Ah, not randomized. I guess the first half is.
So, trying to figure out, is the stuttering happening between, like, just on our screen, or is it happening for stream as well? Ah, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Ah. Alright, so Koi's thinking.
He's tanking.
He's thinking so hard. Looks like he has a Flame Wake Phoenix and a Fetch Land. And,
Shockland maybe.
maybe something else.
And
Maybe,
a bold.
maybe he doesn't have a Delve threat, so he doesn't know whether or not he wants to put this Flame Wake Phoenix in the graveyard. Yeah, and it looks like he's just going to play a Fetch Land, crack it, and then hard cast the,
The speedy
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And right now, on board, he technically would be winning the race, but we do see a boar in Andrew's hand there.
Oink, oink.
With such spicy cards like that, you're guaranteed to never have a boring game.
Once again, my feelings are hurt.
I'm sorry, I keep hurting your feelings. This is what I do. This is why no one likes me.
I hit rock bottom and you're still letting me down.
Oh. Oh. Sounds like me in a team event.
Oh no. Corey gets maybe
What,
gets in.
He doesn't have a choice.
Oh, he picked it up and then he put it down.
The Phoenix must attack.
He can do something on his main phase. Ping. Do you loot and then try to pick up a fish? Oh, he's just helping.
Yep. Seems pretty good here. Oh, it's a Tassiger. Which means theoretically here he can go ahead and activate the Tasker next turn if he has nothing else to do.
Isn't it blue green to activate? Yeah.
Yikes. I was
Okay,
wrong.
You've played too much Shadow.
I've played a lot of Shadow. That deck was sweet when it was the best deck in the format.
Mm-hmm. And then it stopped being the best deck, and you're like, watch this Esper deck, and everybody's like losing their minds over it.
No, I played Esper when Grixis was the best deck because Esper preyed on Grixis. I was on some Galaxy Brain level stuff right there. I made that joke twice a day specifically to you.
Galaxy Brain?
Yeah,
I don't think it was a joke, just a reference.
it was a reference. I saw it in a video or something, and I was like, that's pretty funny. I'm gonna, like, hijack that stuff. Oh, that's a Lightning Helix.
Kill Tasker. Up to 10. We are now in a spot where Core needs to find more things.
He does have a looting in his graveyard, though.
He does. Does he like this card more than the looting?
We are about to see.
Is it a sweet, sweet lightning bolt?
Oh, that's my mistake. I didn't start the round timer. Ooh,
Oh, that is a mistake.
whew. I see what you did there.
Hmm.
We'll just call it 10 minutes. Like, it's been 10 minutes, so, like, if it gets to be 10 minutes left, we'll call it. My BAD.
The timer's paused in 49:59.
Why? Why are you like this? I can literally see it moving in front of my eyes.
So we looting into a straight wraith, which found him a blood gas.
Okay, am I doing something wrong?
Where's round timer?
It's going.
Okay, it's going. I'd hit that button, I guess. Okay.
Oh, it's paused again. Oh, no.
We're good.
Okay, it's catching up. It's catching up.
Everything is fine.
Is it?
Yes. Maybe not. Corey's at 3. Andrew with 2 fetch lands in hand.
Sure looks that way.
Bloodgast. Crunchitize me, Captain.
Ooh.
They must swing. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
It's magic. You know.
Magic is weird sometimes. Corey went in for the attack, realizing that he had to just fade a good top deck from Andrew there. Oh, 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 oh,
This DPI is insane.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so now we go to sideboards. And let's start with Hollowed One. Which side do you want to give your thoughts on the sideboarding for? Do you want to give thoughts on Hollowed One, or do you want to do like a thing where we both say our thoughts? How you want to do this?
We can help each other.
We can help each other. Great, great. So Fatal Pushes.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about Engineer Explosives?
Against.
The deck he's playing against.
Yeah, no, I had to think about it. So, like, you're not. Are there enough 1-drops to justify it, and do you think he's going to be trimming on 1-drops?
So he has 12 1-drops, 4 2-drops, and 4 3-drops.
It's not going to be on 2 to 4. Like, it would be to clean up 2 1-drops.
Yeah. Fatal Push is obviously good. What do you cut in this type of situation? I don't feel like you want to cut down on bolts. Are we just in a situation where we cut down on the Bloodghast, since Bloodghast is one of your weaker cards?
Yeah, it's likely to be Bloodghast if he's keeping numbers of X3s in his deck.
Yeah. In which case, you could cut the 4 Bloodghast for like 3 Fatal Push and maybe possibly 1 Engineered Explosives.
Like, it wouldn't hurt to have even as, like, a delayed kill spell.
Yeah. So if that's all the thoughts there, then we can look at the 5-color deck.
Mm-hmm.
From their sideboard, Lingering Souls, Quasali Primate possibly, and that's about all I see.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, Recipe's is good against that deck. Thank you. So we have up to 6 cards.
Mm-hmm.
What do we not like in this matchup?
What do we not like?
The Rhino feels kind of clunky in this matchup. As a thought, I don't know that you want to cut down on any number of your Lightning Bolts or Lightning Helixes. I feel like it's like having that little bit of direct burn helps.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, your weakest 1-drop is Crit 8, but I don't feel like you want to cut down on 1-drops.
Likely not. I'm definitely looking at some of the Siege Rhinos just because they are like a late game kind of thing that still doesn't contest with a Grimag Angler. And it just like bounces off of a Tasigur.
Yeah. So I think that probably cutting down on the Siege Rhinos and then bringing in a combination of Rest in Peace, Quasali Primate, and Lingering Souls. Quasali Primate obviously being brought in specifically to deal with Hollowed One. So it's questionable whether or not you want to bring that in. And bringing in Rest in Peace, bringing in Lingering Souls when you're bringing in Rest in Peace is a bit of a non-bo. So it's questionable if you want to bring that in, but I do think that a combination of those 6 seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So, any other closing thoughts before we go back to the matches?
No.
No? Okay.
I think we're good.
Oh.
Oh.
You can let them know. They can start whenever.
Begin.
Dude.
Do.
So, Sebastian, you're starting to stream now? Some Zelda?
Is this promotion time?
No, it's not. We only have 5 people, but I just felt like talking about it.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've been streaming Zelda Randomizer. Wind
Heck
Waker
yeah.
specifically. It's neat. It's fun.
Is it? Are you having fun?
No.
No, you're not having fun. Do you have fun in anything?
No.
So, like, just one video of you going on, like, a really extreme roller coaster ride.
Mm-hmm.
And just everyone else, like, freaking out. And you're just kind of sitting there with your arms crossed, just, like, looking at your watch. Playing some, like, freaking Facebook games on your phone.
Boy, Facebook games. Infinitely better than any other game I've ever played in my life.
I've thought about selling out of Magic to buy a better phone to play more Facebook games.
Do you mean multiple phones to play multiple Facebook
Oh
games?
my god, yeah, I could have multiple phones going.
You can have 8 phones and play 8 games of Everwing at the same time, and you just run your finger down all of them.
Oh my god. Oh man, I need to talk to Sean French to see if there's a way to automize this. Like have like a just a little thing that just like moves it for you. Is there a way to get around asteroids in that game?
What?
The asteroids that auto kill you?
Yeah, no, you just have to dodge them.
Okay, so there's not a way to like just okay.
There's the 20k beam items, but you only get 3 of those, and there's no way to like time it for a robot.
Yeah.
You just have to like get lucky. But if you have enough games going, like there's a good enough chance that one of your games will dodge them.
Okay. So I just got about 20 phones now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure with a certain set of Legos, you can set up an automated, like, phone stylus to just run back and forth.
Theoretically, you'll eventually win.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like Twitch plays, only instead of Twitch playing, it's Lego playing.
Well, Lego into the match.
I'm never gonna let go of that bad joke.
See, that like could have been a Frozen pun, but it wasn't. It was a Lego joke.
Yeah, it happens.
It feels worse that way.
I feel like I've made enough Frozen jokes.
Yeah, they're not cool anymore.
Nope. I mean, not that being cool has ever bothered me anyway, but
Welcome to RNG City. Population, Corey's threats.
yeah, we swapped up to a Hearthstone stream without telling you guys. I'm sorry.
Scoop, do you poop?
Oh, God. Oh my God, Corey.
I told you, Corey actually has the worst luck.
Yeah, no, Corey has convinced me his luck is pretty garbage here.
It is not great. Not a fan.
Like, he doesn't have to get, like, I don't care if he gets, like, discards one, but discarding both twice? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. That's worse than, like, not even having one, because now you just have to feel bad. It's like, you had it. It was there. The hype was there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went away.
Yep. I cry.
When angels deserve to die. Oh, Corey's deep in the thought. Most likely thinking of how another RNG card could possibly mess him up again.
Find out right after this.
How can Corey be unlucky on a game of Magic again after these messages?
Like, he'd be playing chess and find a way to get unlucky.
I lost the chess game to RNG.
What part of chess is randomized? I don't know!
I lost to it though.
Well, rip.
Sure did look like an ancient grudge.
But for what?
But for why is the question. I do not know if there are not a single artifact within that 75.
I
Unless
guess it
he-
was like...
Grafdigger's Cage, possibly?
Yeah, like he must have been expecting Cage. Assuming there was an ancient grudge.
No, he's doing that on 2. No, this prevents Andrew from casting a Flint Hoof War if he has one. Though I don't think that will matter a lot, as this will most likely be used just to kill that Rest in Peace.
Mm-hmm. When he needs it.
When he needs it, yes.
Because he can also just kind of sit on this for a little while and, like, keep him off of Flint Hoof War. Like,
Yeah.
if he does need turns to set up.
So long as there's nothing you are trying to line up, having the ability to shut off some number of the cards in your opponent's deck is helpful. You did see the Flint Hoof War, so you do know that they are in the deck. And there's a possibility there could be other 2 jobs if you did not completely know the list.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Andrew's going to go for a Mantis Rider here, and Corey's going to meet that with a Lightning Bolt.
Did the thing where he hit his head on the pipe.
Bold.
Don't do that, father.
Is it lands, tribal flames, and Flint Hoof War? On Andrew's side.
It looks like possibly a Lingering Soul. No. Is that Arnhem Renegade? I can't
I think it's
honestly
a
tell.
renegade. Hmm.
That's aggressive.
That is what the deck does. Yeah.
I'm happy that you're having some use out of the list. Please do let us know how the league goes. I imagine it will be quick.
Have y'all ever seen a 25-minute league?
So,
Aha.
I used to watch a lot of Channel Fireball content. And there was one point that LSV uploaded a vintage video where it was like vintage league with Dredge, and it was a 25-minute video. I was like, oh, so he didn't like upload the entire league. And I watched it. I was like, no, missed the entire league in 25 minutes.
It was the whole league, but it was 10 minutes pre-commentary.
No, there was like an 8-minute deck tech. I feel like I'm exaggerating. I think it was like 5 minutes, but yeah. Round 1 against Boggles. Boy, can your deck not. It can't. You have 2 solid Prime Mages.
You Pride Mage, you Thoughtseize, and you cry.
I feel like they bring in the Leylons against you.
Really?
Yes.
What if I told you they're main decked?
I feel like they leave them in against you.
Wow.
Wow. Nailed it.
Does the rip stay in the graveyard?
The rip would go to exile.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you good at the game?
Am I good at the game? No, but I know the rules.
Rip is exiled.
This is this is
Absolutely incredible.
the type of gameplay I was expecting when I saw Hull 1 versus 5-color Tribal Flame Zoo.
Look at my colors and my 1/2 versus your
man.
2/2 that can't block.
A 3-mana 2/2 with haste that must attack every turn? What even is this? Okay, that's actually a good magic card. Please don't play that.
Blood Brood Oof. Finds 5U. Not quite as good as 6U, which you might see later in the tournament.
Alright, so that was a pretty good turn for Andrew there. Koi, on the other hand, not having a great time.
And he does have another 5 in his hand.
He sure do. Which means if he takes this 4 damage, he will be at 7, which is essentially at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great spot.
Corey, don't shock.
Fetch shock, take damage. Let your opponent, you are not a coward.
Searching.
He's not playing Search for Azcanta.
Oh.
He can't search.
Bloodstained Ing.
There we go. That's the correct terminology.
Okay.
Blood staining. He is staining the blood.
No, it's already been stained.
It's already stained? Oh.
It already happened, but it's also, like, present tense.
Okay, then. That is a hollowed one. And he can cast that with the use of that Faceless Looting in his hand.
What if he discards it?
You got me.
What if? What if, man?
Alright, so I can't tell what he discards. Wait,
I hope it's not a Street Wraith.
Oh, okay, that's a decent one. And
That's
that's
a
a
plus.
decent one.
This is also Dece.
That's
And then
not...
this 2/2.
Oh yeah, that does cost 1, yeah.
It do.
It do.
Crunch.
It do be like that. Alright, so he's at 8, which means he's theoretically dead next turn, but we do know about the Tribal Flames in Andrew's hand. And it might be that Andrew has to use this Tribal Flames defensively to kill that hollowed one.
We're going to see that. And then...
Now... Tribal Flames is an instant, yes? No, it's a sorcery, okay.
Yeah. He's just going to hold it and, like, just threaten that. Not get
Okay,
a
yeah,
damage
but
right now.
he did realize that he tapped his lands. Slightly less than optimally there. Corey's not even going to offer the trade there.
He said, "I don't want to die to no garbage."
Bunch of lands and the tribal flames.
Yeah. Bunch of lands and tribal flames.
Yep. Andrew is
Bang.
forced to tribal flames one of the 2 birds.
That can come back.
Yeah.
Not with rest in peace.
Oh yeah, recipes to play.
That is a Bloodghast,
It is a
and
hasty bloodghast. It is lethal.
does he? He cannot cast it.
Ah.
He has a land that comes into play tapped in his hand.
Oh. Nice $50 guild gate.
I think you just make the attack in the air in the next turn. You have to play that tapped land this turn. Make that attack in the air in the next turn, going for the Bloodghast.
Ping.
Yeah, and Koi agrees. Andrew going on 1 life. Not a huge difference between 1 and 2 in this matchup. So long as you do remember not to crack any additional fetch lands.
Which people might do.
People might do. No, he got a Siege Rhino. So Siege Rhino does put Corey down to 6, and it puts Andrew up to 4. Alright, so that's not great. Alright, so at this point, Andrew is still in a bit of trouble due to the Phoenix, but he does have many top decks here. So, and the Bloodghast currently in Corey's hand, it does basically nothing.
It just runs into the Rhino. Like, it doesn't matter unless he also swings with Hollow One, in which case he gets smacked for 4 and a burn spell kills him.
I do believe he picked up a Faithless Looting here, if that's the
It
case.
was a Burning Inquiry.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
not quite as good.
that's risky. That's what we call that.
It's the, do I want the Lightning Bolt? And is the Lightning Bolt there?
Well, is the Lightning Bolt there, and do I keep it? Because I have a 1 in 4 chance of keeping it. I don't know. Would you do it? Would you pop it off?
No.
No, you wouldn't pop it off?
Your deck is RNG. You gotta do it.
So, like, your deck is RNG, but if you pick up a Hollow One, you might need it. The thing is, like, playing your Bloodghast doesn't do anything right now. I'd rather just hold it for,
Yeah. So,
like, when it might matter.
contrary to popular belief, I am a bit of a coward.
Mm-hmm.
The Burning of Corey scares me. Like, doing it. But at the same time, is this Bloodghast winning you the game, and how much you have to fear of your opponent's side?
He said, I want to win this turn. You'll try to find
I-
a bolt.
So the problem is also that Andrew has some number of cards in hand that he hasn't played in a couple turns, so you can assume there's a lands. This Burning Inquiry has a better chance of finding things for Andrew than it does for you. So that is a bit of a problem for him
It's
here.
even scarier.
Alright. So Corey keeps 1 card. It looks like he's going to discard the Bloodghast, a Gurmag Angler, and a Goblin Lore. Looks like Andrew's going to discard...
Hit the
okay.
3 cards he
The
picks
3
up.
cards he picked up. Neat.
2 of them killed him. Killed Corey.
Did Corey get lucky?
It looked like a Bloodghast, I'm not sure.
I really hope it's a... Oh my god, it's a Bloodghast.
Kill him.
Just... Gotcha. Real magic here.
You know, sometimes you pay 1 red and discard a card.
Alright, now did Andrew pick up a thing?
Peekaboo.
Nope.
Scoopaboo.
Alright, so that's going to be going on over the game 3 here. So if Corey did bring in the Ancient Grudges, I would imagine he's taking him out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've seen the rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he would have cut for him. He left his Bloodghast in, which I'm not a fan of. So I'm wondering, like,
He left his Bloodghast in. He left his Flamewick Phoenixes in. Did we see the Goblin Lores? Or the
I
Collective
saw
Brutalities?
a Goblin Lore. I didn't see Brutality. I feel like the 2 Brutalities and maybe
Did we see any Delph? Yeah, we saw some
Yep.
Delph threats.
like I
The
don't.
Street Wraiths?
He cycled one of them. Like he might have done like 2, 2, and 2.
Okay.
Though like, I do not like Bloodghast.
Yeah. Though, thinking about it now, I'm also not a huge fan of Street Wraith in this matchup specifically.
It's not wonderful.
I think they're more aggressive than you. By a good margin. Except for when you, like, turn one, hollow one, but Corey is incapable of that.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. We looking at your deck list now?
Yeah,
I will inside there. Oh, you happy about it?
I am.
I'm glad for you.
It's nice.
It is nice. Do you want a Japanese foil Glacial Fortress?
I'm only playing one. Oh yeah, only have one. Also need more of those islands. I'm only playing 4, and it should be at like 5 or 6. But I didn't want to add not matching islands, so I'm playing a worse deck list.
Oh my god. You are the best.
I am living the life. I am living like Larry. Glacial Fortress, yes, if we pick up one from Haru as well.
Okay. What else?
And then like I know the islands are super non-stock.
I need to play War there on our so they'd probably be like $96. I'm joking. They'd be like 80.
I don't know. I've seen English versions go for 28 to 35.
No, good luck finding the Japanese sub
No,
60.
I know. Also lost a Japanese foil Dispel. I feel like I lent it out to somebody.
How many did you have?
I have one in my possession, and there's the second one out somewhere.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
I was saying oh because you said oh because I thought your oh meant oh that's where that is.
No. I was saying oh because I looked at the update for the meme deck update. He lost to Pyrostorm at 2 both games. I do not believe they know they can start. No, maybe they do. Could tell them. Well, I am. Nope, they know. They know. I do apologize for leading you down the path of a not great league. If you want to go down the path of another not great league, you could wait till we see Connor's Collected Ball Lightning deck.
Collected Ball Lightning deck.
Yeah, that one.
Or you could play Burn
You could.
or Pyro and not Lightning Balls deck.
You could play Uwu Control deck.
Ooh.
Like, there are many things you could do. I'm going to work on a deck, and eventually when I bring it on here, it's going to be,
Bad?
It's going to be great. It's Intruder Alarm,
Like I said,
it's Intruder Alarm with the thing that untaps a land, and then Forbidden Orchard, so you make infinite mana, and then you're like, oh no, my opponent has infinite dudes. What do? They have infinite dudes. You get Mask Worm, then guess what? They're dead. They don't know what happened. They just died. Just kill them.
to death. Until
Kill
they
them
die.
to death until they are dead. You die once you are dead.
Did you know people die when they're killed? Is the quote. Is this a pigeon?
Oh man, this game.
Why is your Flame Blade with your lands? It's not even close to a Dryad Arbor.
It's in the middle of them. And they're both like, Koi's just aggressively figuring out, like, how can I be upsetting with these lands? Like, this is peak Magic. This is how Richard Garfield intended it.
Unrivaled content. Here.
Unrivaled.
Actually, don't think we have any rivals cards in any of the deck lists.
We do not at the current moment.
I'll double check. Make sure we're unrivaled.
One thing that does rival us is a series that I saw on Star City Games about unbanned Splinter Twin, where they're showing Splinter Twin versus current modern decks. Now that That's S tier right there.
Splinter Frontier.
Yeah, Splinter Twin tier. That is what S stands for. Do not forget, the Splinter Twin is the best
It's
twin.
not Armor Twin, so
So what they need to do is unban Twin, but
Okay.
they ban Deceiver, Exarch, and Pestromite, so you only get to use Bound and Krasis or more expensive cards.
Or Village Battleringer.
you laugh. I did that.
I am so sorry.
So, Deceiver Exarch. Man, I love that card so much.
Oh, because there wasn't a Fatal Push, and there were a lot
There
of bolts,
wasn't.
and they're like,
No, there
oh
was
man.
there was so much Tron, and those idiots would be like, turn 3 cast a card, and you're like, haha, you dumb idiot, and then you flash into Deceiver Exarch, you untap your island, and you spell pierce, and they go, wow, that's unfortunate, and then you go, yeah, it is unfortunate, you're dead. And then they go shake your hand, and you're like, nah, and then you leave.
Do you not just like upkeep tap a land?
No,
No.
that's not aggressive enough.
It's the earliest you can cast it on their turn.
It's no.
It's aggressive.
It's aggressive when you go no in response to your spell cast 2 things.
Okay, I guess.
Like, I am, you know how disrespectful I was with Twin. I was pretty disrespectful.
What happened to his Flame Blade? It's off to the left now.
I don't know. I feel like we...
Andrew's keeping his things are parallel to the white line, and they are centered. His graveyard is perfect. I like this. And then Corey's like, man, I guess I should move this creature up to where my creatures go.
I appreciate
I
Corey.
guess.
Hello all, says Wipeout88. Hello to you as well.
That is a beautiful color for your name.
That is the best color.
Slightly more pink than my chat name.
Pink is great. Purple is great.
Purple is great if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any real distinction of how much we like the color purple, but we are a fan of that color.
It may or may not be all over the stream.
Yes. The entire stream layout, in fact, is purple.
Good match. It's two super angry, very aggressive.
Dex, in case
Upset.
you can't tell by how aggressive they're being.
They both play Lightning Bolt. It's insane.
The madness.
It's an alright match. We're 1-1. It's kind of going back and forth. I bleed purple. Don't
sorry.
do that.
I would go to the doctor.
You should. I was about to say. Thank you.
You had to be on the ball to get that joke. You just had to be looking at your phone and pretend that you're trying to get something off the Hasbro website. You just aggressively get in there.
Huh. And this, Andrew had Flinthoof Boar, Renegade, Flinthoof Boar, and Cora's like, you know what's better than that? Flame Blade, and then the one of.
Oh,
Everything
jeez.
about this is like, Andrew, you can't have nice things.
Well, Andrew does have like a Blood Raid Elf in hand.
Hmm.
If he casts that,
He will, as he plays his land and scoops them into 2 piles, he will move his boar to the left and then put his Blood Raid in the middle. And then his Cascade will go on top, sideways, turn to the left, until he finds his spell.
So, I played against someone that was playing Blood Raid Elf this weekend in a PvTQ. They cast 1 on turn 4. I'm playing blue, white, red, control, Jeskai control. And he goes ahead and plays it, and then he cascades into Terminate. And I'm like, that's unfortunate. I don't have a creature. Then next game he goes, cast Blood Raid off, cascade into Terminate. I'm like, that's unfortunate. You shouldn't do that. And he casts another, then he looks at his hand, goes tap 4 mana. I'm like, are you gonna cast Blood Raid off and hit Terminate? And he's like, LOL, probably. And then we laughed,
And then he did it.
and then he lost.
Ah. A series of unfortunate events.
Sure was. Oh,
It
hey,
is a
that's
good book series.
that's Collective Brutalities and Goblin Lores.
The things that we thought were not in there.
Well,
I mean, it's a disfigure for a 3/3.
okay, sure.
Are they not 3/3s?
They are 3/3s. Provided he has Mountain.
There's the mountain. Not.
What?
It looked like he pointed it at the boar.
Yeah.
He's shrinking it to a 1/1?
Yeah, he's literally just doing it to get the max discards.
Instead of drain and look at hand.
So here's the thing, by doing that, he's now swinging in for, the Gurmag Angler has to be blocked here, which means he can't block either of the, Flame Blade adapts.
Okay. And this is also keeping his Gurmag alive. Alright.
Yeah. So he could, yeah, like, this was actually fine from his side. I also put Corey a really safe life total. Alright, so even after having the worst possible luck with his Burning Inquiries, it looks like Corey was able to pull that one out with a 2-1 win there.
Let's go.
Alright, here. Man.
No. No. Mm-mm. I can do it.
Nope, that's not. No, don't. Over there. Like, no, child. Child, you're killing me.
I haven't done this in like...
Alright, so you hit this, then you hit
I
transition.
didn't. Okay, I didn't. No, I know that part.
Okay, do you know what we're playing
I'm
next
not.
round?
I'm not used to us having the like the deck listed.
Okay. Do you know what we're playing next round?
We're playing some.
Would you like to tell the viewers what we're playing?
We're playing some Magic. We have 5-color Tribal Flame Zoo again versus Mardu Pyromancer. So, a spicier hollow one is the way I like to put it. But no, we get to see more aggro v aggro fun this time, including Blood Moons, which will be
Alright, so
a
let's
load
go
of
and
fun.
and pull up the Mardu Pyromancer list real quick. And then this is all the deck list
Yeah,
down
yeah.
here. So I was just letting you know.
Okay.
I'm teaching you because you gotta be taking care of this when I'm not here. And oh wait, no, I'm always here. Shoot. Alright. So, this is the Mardu Pyromancer list that features one Nahiri, the Harbinger,
Harbinger.
and 2 Lightning Helixes, as well as 1 Plains.
It's a nice balance.
The Nahiri being a bit of a value engine. It can exile enchantments, exile tap creatures, exile tapped artifacts, let you loot through your cards, and also, if you are able to ultimate, you can put in a Bedlam Reveler for a little bit of value. You are on the 2 Blood Moon main board. You got all of your discard spells, your Lingering Souls, Kolaghan's Command. It's just basically, it's kind of it's the Jund-esque deck of the format right now, though that may change soon with Jund getting a new toy in the new set.
You mean Dredge?
Dredge also got a new toy, but smaller than the Jund toy. So it's always fun to watch this deck. I really enjoy watching it.
I think Mardu Pyromancer's got to be one of my favorite Magic cards.
Magic
And-
cards?
Yeah. And I just haven't played it.
Okay.
Oh, Young Pyromancer. You got me. I was looking at the card now out of the corner of my eye. I just saw Mardu Pyromancer in this.
No, I do that a lot. No, so I've played a lot of Young Pyromancer and Legacy, and Grixis Delver, pre-Jackson Probe, and Deathrite Shaman Band. I love the card. It's great. I bought a bunch of San tokens from Princess Mononoke to go along with it, from Inkland Customs. They have great custom tokens. Not
Inkland goes to most Star City events, right?
most Star City events, yes.
Definitely check them out if they are at any event you go to.
She does custom tokens too. I've gotten a few of those.
And they are
I have one way I'm like tipping up my glasses, and there's a little bit of anime sparkle in the glasses, but also I'm
a
flipping my
little
hair
bit. There's
with
a
my other
lot
hand,
of sparkle.
and there's glitter coming out of my hair as well.
That's
Also, have my hand like I'm kind of like have my hip cocked, so it's like the sassiest possible pose.
it's anime as hell, is what you're saying.
It's anime style. Someone else in our group has one where it's them dabbing but also crying. Another person is Slav squatting with a lettuce.
A lettuce
A lettuce.
confirmed.
I feel like I got another custom token, but for the life of... our friend Chucky got 12 tokens made that were spoilers for the end of Avengers Infinity War.
Rip Chucky.
And
Rip everyone that played against him that week.
I do have the power of God and anime on my side. Thank you for noticing.
Moderator. No, we can't do that, unfortunately. We won't.
All right. So what's popping? What's going on? Oh, they don't know they can start. You should probably. You should probably
I
let
am
them do
so
that.
sorry. You can start.
Not sorry. Should we play it?
You're right.
All right. So Andrew thought he was gonna have a fun game, but it looked like that was incorrect, and he has begun to seize up a little bit. That was. Yikes! That was bad. Why did you let me do that to myself and the viewers?
You know, I've tried to stop you for about 4 years, and you just won't listen.
Just you're correct. You gotta aggressively stop me.
I cannot.
You sure can. You just gotta have like a better attitude about it. Like every time I like make a bad joke, you give me a little slap. Just a little.
You said aggressive, and then better attitude, and then slap.
You gotta aggressively have a better attitude.
This is why I have trust issues.
Specifically because of me.
Yes.
You make me feel real bad today. I'm not gonna lie.
You made me feel bad.
I'm sorry.
Everybody feels bad.
It looks like Kirby is getting into the spirit of this game.
Stop.
Oh man, my bad jokes. They linger for a bit. All right.
I've got one.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm glad someone appreciates this.
It's not me.
Get used to it.
All right, so new idea.
Nope.
New tech.
Okay.
New tech.
New tech.
You let me come onto your stream.
I am sold. You hop on Discord and it'll be you making puns whenever I like run into something or drown. So like that's a pun every 30 seconds.
Every
Can
waking moment.
That was a Wind Waker reference.
For those at home, that's a Zelda game.
Caleb doesn't
Really?
For the Nintendo GameCube. Circa, what year was it made?
It was November 2003.
2003. Great. Wonderful.
2002 in Japan.
Woo. I feel like I feel like you've blatantly
I've
lied.
lost it. No, that is correct. That is correct information.
Okay, good. I don't want incorrect information. That's the worst type of information.
You know what is correct?
What's
that
that?
we have the power of God and anime on our side.
Yes. Chat is rooting for Andrew here, though. And as much as I do like rooting for the Proud Color Tribal Flame Zoo deck, I kind of have a soft spot for Murder Pyromancer. And
Young Pyromancer.
Yes, Young Pyromancer, the deck.
No, the card.
The card. And I do enjoy watching Kirby play Magic, so I do have to root for him. But a win for Andrew would not be a terrible thing here. And his hand is stacked. Just stacked.
Ooh. Flint, hoof, boar?
No,
Blood,
Blood Braid
Great Elf.
The decks that we are running tonight are Hollow One, 5 Caliber Tribal Flames, Martyr Pyromancer, Lightning, that does nothing,
No,
Lightning
no.
Company, Burn, and Blue-White Control.
I was just doing that so you didn't have to read the tabs.
Okay. I do appreciate that. If anyone would like any of the lists that are being played tonight, I can drop them in the chat. Just please do send a request for that.
So Andrew's just dropping his X3 one drops. Tribal Flames, that's a 5. No?
Face it. Savor it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a 5.
Wow. Woof. Woof. That's. Yikes.
My feelings.
All right. Let's start with Motor Pyromancer sideboarding here. We're gonna go and swap on over to the sideboard here. So my initial thought is this card. What are our thoughts on this card in this matchup? This card seem decent.
Simply, yes.
Simply decent. Alright. Looking at the other cards on the sideboard, I do see an argument for engineer explosives again. This time, you're trying to kind of control them, so having something that allows you to get like maybe 1 2 for 1, just another 2 for 1 card does feel not terrible here. Aside from that, you could possibly bring in Liliana, or that's about it. Liliana is actually not that strong in this matchup, as most of your opponent's creatures are pretty big at their base, though it does shrink them down a little bit, make them more manageable.
I feel like Kirby will bring in the Wear and Tear to take care of it. Rest in peace.
Ah, yes, that is a solid argument that I forgot. So we're looking at the wear and tear, the engineering explosives, and the ensnaring bridges. You never specifically said. Do you like ensnaring bridge in this matchup?
Bridge, yes. EE, I'm still not.
Not sold on. Okay.
Like, I feel like here it gets a little bit better because you know it's going to keep its full set of 1-drops to, like, kind of deal with the token flood and take down a Bedlam Reveler.
Yeah. Now here's the question: do you keep in the blood moons? I feel like that this matchup they're too slow, but at the same time, if you're able to stabilize and then play that blood moon, you're gonna make your opponent have a real hard time. Like they can still cast a lot of their spells, but a lot of their deck becomes worse. They're Nacatls, they're Curd Apes, they're Flinthoof Borers, and those 3 cards all become a lot worse. You obviously can't cast your Narnum Renegade, and you can't cast your Siege Rhino, your Bloodbraid Elf, or your Mantis Roar. In fact, you can cast your Curd Apes, your Lightning Bolts, and your Tribal Flames for 1. So Blood Moon could have its spots, but you have to figure out what exactly you're cutting.
Right.
Maybe the Thought Seizes?
Thought Seizes and, like, Brutality again isn't super.
Okay. And then there's an argument for the Blood Moons. Alright. Let's...
Molten Rain, I feel like isn't a card you can dedicate the spots to. Like,
No, Molten Rain is the card you bring in against something like Tron, or a deck that cares about their lands more. 5-color deck does care about its lands, but they only need 1 or 2 to... They don't necessarily need all of their lands to function. And taking a turn off to essentially do nothing against a deck that's playing like Wild Nacatl and stuff like that isn't the best.
yeah. Because the end result of playing that is you take a turn off to take them off of a land. Maybe they can't cast something for a turn, but then the turn you spend off, you're taking 6, 8 damage.
Yeah. Alright, now, let's look at the 5-color flame deck. So, from their sideboard, they have access to... It looks like they have access to Is It Staticaster, Is It Charm possibly, and Lingering Souls, as well as the Rest in Pieces. What do you not like here? Like, this feels like a matchup that you're probably fine with Siege Rhino, but there is a possibility that you have to play around your opponent sub in the Blood Moon, which means there's also a possibility you think about the Qasali Proud Mages in your sideboard.
Like, you should be expecting Blood Moon out of a Pyromancer deck in Modern.
Yeah, it's mostly just you expect them to keep it in.
Right. I'd be one to bring in the Pride Mages and try to hedge against that.
Okay.
Like, even if it's something that's not in their deck, it's still pumping your guys to, like, swing through a Bedlam Reveler or something.
Yeah. So do we want to cut down on some of our top end, some of our burn, or some of our low end?
I don't know how much. Well,
Or we could
that's a lie.
we could audible and say that we have no idea.
We don't. I was looking at Tribal Flames, and I'm like, that seems pretty necessary for, like, taking down a Reveler and getting your creatures in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played this deck at all.
All right. Well, let's just go and swap it over and see how the people that know their deck.
Oh.
Woo. Well, that's. Woo. So, anyways, Kirby started off on a Fatal Push to kill a Wild Nacatl, and then Andrew went with a turn to Flinthoof Boar.
And Kirby's now resolving an Inquisition. Taking down Narnum Renegade. So Andrew's left with Lingering Souls that he can't cast, and some burn spells, which he can only cast 1 of.
Yeah, he's left with 1 castable card in his hand because he has Water, Grave, Stomping Ground. This is the weakness of this deck. Though it looks like Kirby is stuck on 1 land, which does mean he is going to be under the gun here, and I don't think that he's going to be able to get this one. Nope, he agrees, so going on over to game 3 here.
We spent about 5 times as much time talking about the sideboard than the game.
Yeah, no. That game went quick, mostly because Kirby kept the 1-land hand. I have to imagine his hand was decent, which is why he kept it, but
Yeah.
does carry its risks.
I don't think we saw any sideboard cards. Well, Lingering Souls.
That was a fun little experience, wasn't it? That period where you didn't think we saw sideboard cards.
Yeah,
That was a good time.
it's good stuff.
But solid 5 out of 7.
Too much water.
Too much water.
Too much red.
Do.
Every deck, with the exception of me, is playing Lightning Bolt tonight. And I would have been playing Lightning Bolt if I didn't pick up stuff for blue-white.
Yep.
So this could have been a Bolt-full night. There's no pun to be made there.
Yeah, I do not believe that there is a pun to be made.
I know that you're still searching for one.
No, I already found one, but
Did you?
yeah.
You're usually lightning quick about finding them.
Yeah, that was gonna be the pun. I was gonna save it.
Oh, were you?
You ruined it.
Hmm.
Justice Dragon loves the deck. I'm glad you do.
I love the
think-
idea of cascading into Mantis Rider.
I love the idea of us never seeing it.
It's not going to happen. But it could.
It could. So, do you remember when control decks were trying to run double negative in Modern because they were scared of Blood Red Elf?
Run what?
Double negative.
Run what?
Counter 2 target spells.
Blue, blue, red.
Blue, blue, red.
I have not.
It's not great.
It's either guild pack or just
Yeah, it's not great. You're correct.
It's not.
I honestly, if you had said something before you start the league, I'd been like, no, don't do that. Play literally any other deck. Well, probably don't play Collected Lightning.
go ahead and play balls.
Ball collection.
Flip it up this fan.
Scoop to electrolyze dot deck.
Yeah, Electrolyze is rough for you. So luckily, more people are playing blue-white right now than they are playing Jeskai. Which, while I think blue-white is probably better right now, I'm still have a soft spot for Jeskai.
Deal 2 damage to target player.
Yeah. The nut draws with this deck are tempting. It's what we call the Saffron Olive effect, where you can do fun things, but then you realize you're playing at Magic against an opponent, and you can't always do those fun things.
That's why they call it goldfishing.
Ah, because it's Saffron Olive, and he runs a site called MagicTheGatheringGoldfish.com. I'm sorry. I'm soloing our stream right now. What I'm finished soloing our stream with is the view count that he has, though. We should do that. Oh, you came so close to complimenting Shalrima down there, and then you just call him Dream Killer. You went from your dream to you're a dream killer. The classic bait and switch.
No. Being a dream, and then you're like, get him, killer. It's that.
Alright.
100 singleton standard.
Alrighty then. Well, this is going great for Andrew. Does he have basics in his deck? He has a forest and a plains.
Link, the blood moon rises once again.
It's a reference to the Legend of Zelda series.
The game I haven't played.
Ooh. What's a Ganon?
What's a Ganon? Did you know it's Ganondorf in most Zelda games, but in Wind Waker, his name is Ganon. His full name is just Ganon. Exciting. No,
If
it's
that's
also
if that's the
exciting.
most exciting
This
part of
one
his
won.
life, I'm sure he lives a boring life.
No, yeah, he just kind of like stands around and just like kind of looks at things and like generally upset.
So
I'm Ganon.
I was
Were
gonna say
you
Ganon.
gonna be Ganon?
I think that we're
too?
both Ganon. Can we be co-Ganons?
Ugh.
Like Monday through Friday, I'm Ganon, then you get to be Party Ganon on the weekends.
Party Ganon. You mean showing up to parties and like yelling over the loud music playing? Do you guys have recycling?
No, you go to the ledge.
Uh huh.
You get your opponent to the ledge,
We're playing Smash.
and then you grab them, and then you go off the ledge with them. That's Party Ganon.
Oh, because Smash is a party game, not a competitive fighter.
That too.
That is an opinion.
Is it?
It is my opinion. It is a strong opinion.
It is the strongest. Oh, yep. Blood Braid Elf was cast, and Narnum Renegade was also cast. Unfortunately, he does not have the +1/+1 counter because Andrew was not able to crack a fetch land beforehand.
Mm.
That being said, he does have an engineer exclusive
EE
to
on
handle that
one.
Narnum Renegade.
Look at my flyers.
That's up to you.
2 blood moons. Come at me.
Come at me, brother.
2 in the air.
I need my loops.
Please do not.
Me, when playing Commander, I need my loop.
He's holding the EE. Let that Reveler go and just kind of stick damage in the air.
Yeah, attacking with the Bedlam Reveler seemed a little bit aggressive there.
I mean, he does have another one, and it also clears it lets him hold his EE for.
Sure, sure. But he has another EE. Like, he has...
No, like he has everything. I don't think he's losing.
Like, I don't think he can lose. I don't think he is aware of what losing means in this context. But
Like I'm pretty sure he could swing with 1 spirit every other turn and win.
every other turn.
Every other turn.
The board just exploded. Correct.
Didn't just happen though. It was all engineered to happen this way.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez, that's a 2.
Oh, golly gee willikers.
Pop it.
Bop it.
Twist it. Turn it. Swing it. Damage. Block it.
Yep. So Andrew's heavily on the back foot here. I realistically don't think he can actually get out of the situation.
Bolt your dude or
So, if he draws into the plains and he has Solid Pride Mage in hand, he still can't get out of this because there's 2 Blood Moons. He can, however, play a 2/2 Wild Nacatl.
you mean a 0/1?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Unless Kirby wants to bring back a Bedlam Reveler.
He doesn't need to. Peekaboo.
Hey, that's, yikes. Not what you want to see.
That's a lot of damage.
Could be taking a Lightning Helix as if Andrew drew into a plains, he could theoretically cast either of those, whereas he's not going to be able to cast the Siege Rhino for some time.
Mill 2, Reveler.
Yep, that's what we in the business call a value. Picks up a young Pyromancer
No
and
bolts. Take Helix. Schloop.
looks like he just... Okay, Andrew sees the writing on the wall. He scoops it up. So, now, we are going to go ahead and get on over to Kirby again, only this time he's going to be playing against Connor on Lightning Company. Now, if you're wondering what a Lightning Company is, I'm going to show you now, unfortunately.
Rude.
Correct.
Like, why would you show them? Choke. For me.
Alright, now,
It's because I'm not playing Lightning Bolt.
let's talk about why this deck is called Lightning Company. So, it has Collected Company.
And
Yep.
it has Lightning.
It has the Ball Lightning. And then the green Ball Lightning. Which is also a ball lightning.
And then the 2-mana ball lightning, and then the
The
what is
3
that,
mana 4/4 ball lightning.
Mm.
You see, the common theme here is everything's a ball lightning.
I'm Squidward. You're Squidward.
Now, and you also running one evolutionary leap. What the heck is a primal force mage?
That is a card we need to read. It's probably a mana dork that does something.
Let's see here. Whenever another creature comes in play under control,
Huh.
that creature gets +3/+3. It's 3 mana. It's 3 whole mana.
So the
So you see the synergy here
the
is.
idea here is do 18 on turn 3. You
how-
turn 1 bird,
Okay.
turn 2 this, turn 3 Coco into 2 ball lightnings, they're 9/9s, and you 18 them. And swing with this, that's 20.
I'm sorry, Princess, that I don't know what Primeval Force Mage does.
How are you not familiar?
Not primeval.
Primeval, whatever, they're green. So, is that the beat? I don't want to click that link.
No. It's beatstick.deck, but
Oh,
there's
okay,
a
okay.
space.
I
It's
see, I
not an
see.
actual link.
It's a reference to Zelda. If you haven't caught the common theme here.
Is it not a Ghibli reference?
No.
Okay.
Do you actually not know?
About the word?
Well, excuse me,
No,
Princess.
I know that thing.
Well, excuse me.
I
Alright.
can't believe you said that twice.
You know what I have to say to that? Alright.
Is it, excuse me, princess?
Oh, this deck's running 3 Eternal Witness also.
So you got back your 6
You
damage.
can get back your ball lightning. Oh my god, the tech.
These balls.
The madman.
The great balls. of
Alright, we
fire.
should I just need to get into this. Like, let's go. Let's go.
Nathaniel.
Let's go. Can you tell him to start? Tell him let's go.
Oh, by the way, it's round 3 of 6, not
Go.
4 of 6.
Nah.
Yeah.
Go faster.
I forgot to update the round count.
We don't need that. It's going to be me taking 20 on turn 3. Because I just don't play removal.
Your deck plays removal.
Doesn't play Electrolyze.
It sure do not.
I wish it did.
God, that sentence hurt me. It was funnier in my head.
Goodbye.
Alright, so Evolutionary Leap. This
It's-
card is neat.
It's so when your stuff sacks itself at the end of turn, you can just like pick up a new creature off of it for 1 mana.
Yeah. This is the card actually sees play in Hardened Skull's affinity at the moment.
Does it?
Yeah. It's that way you can like have a sack outlet in play that's not Earthbound Ravager to continue outvaluing like control decks or mid-range decks, whatever. Sacrifice your Hangback Walker, get a bunch of tokens, get creature, sacrifice token, yada yada yada. Just keep doing that, you see.
It's really cool. I didn't know that. I haven't played against it.
I played against it. It was neat.
Was it good or was it neat?
Neat.
Hmm.
I hear a lot of people say that they like it more than regular affinity, and for the life of me, I cannot find the reasoning behind that.
It's because it's something different.
So I get that people say it has better late game, but I don't like it has late game, but I don't think it's like good enough to sacrifice your explosiveness. It has late game, but I don't think it's like good enough to.
We're listening to ourselves. Talk
Scare
about
me. I don't want.
exploding
I don't want to
robots.
ever hear myself again.
Then stop.
Stop. Well, I just don't have to listen to myself. That's the
Hardened
secret.
Affinity is more combo-y.
Yeah, sure. It is. Like no, it's definitely more combo-y, but I don't
Would you like to prevent a damage or 2?
like you take that 6, you take that L, you eat that overhead, and you go on with your life.
It's a 6A. Button stood up 6A. It's a 6-1.
All right. Now, do you think that Kirby has a ghost of a chance of living through this game?
recently watching an episode of ITS Abridged or something.
Heck yeah. Shomi finally won a game with the meme deck. I'm proud of him.
I'm proud of you.
Of me?
No,
Oh.
Shalrima.
I got really excited. I thought that someone was gonna like be proud of me for once in my life.
All right, can we see 18 damage? 2,
3, 4.
That is not damage. What are you doing? That's
Ooh.
a 2-2.
Oh,
Those are some 2-2s. Cool. Your ball lightning is.
It's 12.
Big. It is a 12-5.
It's pretty swollen.
He has. I think he has Groundbreaker, but no green. In his
What?
hand.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs one more green. And if he draws into it, he's gonna be dealing some damage. Except for, Kirby has the removal spells. Those pesky removal spells.
Man.
Golly gee willikers, Batman.
Only if Dex didn't play removal.
People just didn't interact with me. I could do these sweet things. Why do people not let me do these sweet things?
The problem is getting it to land.
Yeah, like,
I can imagine somebody going like in hardened scales. It doesn't need to be affinity, but just like some hardened scales brew. You go like walking ballista on 2, and you scoop right there. That's the end of it. That's it. GG.
so all jokes aside, this deck does look like a fun, like, Eponym deck. If you want to play Eponym, Friday Night Magic.
Against the other creature decks, but I think with the amount of obviously lightning bolts, since 5 out of our 6 are playing lightning bolts tonight. A playset of lightning bolts.
Yeah, it feels weird because you're playing a deck that is slower than the combo decks, less efficient than the aggro decks, and cannot beat the I don't know. It might have to beat blue-white control.
We'll find out. Like, just because there's a lack of red removal and it's more based on board wipes, which this naturally avoids by being, like, single turn burst damage.
Alright, so that is currently a 10-10 flying haste.
Does it trump?
No.
It don't trump them.
Oop.
Bop it. The one of terminate.
Swinging for 10 in the air. No, Papa.
Never.
Never.
Never eat sweets.
That meme is so bad. Why do I like
It's
it?
not even close to funny.
Is it even a meme?
I think it's
Is it a statement?
an amalgamation of our collective despise for everything on this earth. No, Papa. I do not wish for this suffering anymore.
Hating humanity again? No, Papa.
Stop.
Telling lies.
Nope.
You see, that's a reference to the Nintendo game Legend of Zelda.
It reminded me of the song, but my brain immediately went to the vine of the mailman going,
I don't. Oh man, we have a niche audience.
what a night. If everybody in chat's like getting these awkward, incredibly awkward, like Vine and video game references, I'm super happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hyped for listening to this again.
I might just like have this playing at work, just listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have my message notification just be except like really off key, just like that.
Alright, so. Wow. Yep, that's.
He said bolt you, but only pointed once. No, ult bolt me. These daggum removal spells.
You fool, they showed up with lightning bolt.
Alright, you know what? I want to solo let you tell me what you want to sideboard in and out with the company deck.
That's a lot of moons. You want the other things that die to removal instead of Blood Moon? You can go into it, and okay, you
You
have
can
ways to
evolutionary
tutor it.
loop into
You have
it.
ways to tutor it. Okay. Anger of the Gods, Ancient Grudge. This, that, I think that I would like to bring in, like, Ancient
Kitchen
Grudge.
Finks?
Kitchen Finks and Anger of the Gods, even though it's a weird combination, like, both of those are cards you need, even if they don't technically go together.
Mm-hmm.
They're both super useful for, like, just token and red strategies.
All right. What do you cutting here?
Um,
One of your bad cards? Oh wait, that's the deck.
the non-trample flyer,
Yes.
I am definitely not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of the 3-drop that gives that we currently have up Primal Force Mage.
Mm-hmm.
It
Feels
dies to removal. As cliched as that
As that is. But
yeah.
not only that, like, you're sticking that, but it's effectively not even a card if the thing you're putting into play is dying. You'd rather have a separate threat that does something by itself.
Yeah, so I think that cutting that and then bringing in your Kitchen Finks and then cutting some sort of other 3-drop for your Anger of the Gods seems good.
I'd say Hell's Thunder. Just because, like,
Hell's Thunder, yeah.
a single Lingering Souls is like, oh, there's, like, 8 miss damage compared to the rest of the trample in the deck.
Yeah. Alright, now, looking at Mardu Pyromancer, I know what card I'm hyped for. It begins with Ensnaring Bridge. And ends.
Oh, within Snaring Bridge?
Yes.
I'm actually excited to never mind. I wanted Liliana to kill things, and I remembered they killed themselves.
Like, I think that you're only bringing in Ensnaring Bridge here.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, cutting down on, like, Thoughtseizes or Nahiri or something.
Because, like, Molten Rain isn't doing
Or
anything.
Blood Moon. You
Your
can go down to Blood Moon.
Your EE isn't doing anything. Your Blood Moon's not going to matter. He's mostly forest.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Rex Age. For why?
well, because of the bridge.
Oh. If he knows there's a bridge, sure.
If he knows the bridge. If he doesn't realize there's a bridge and Kirby plays a bridge, it's going to be real awkward for him because he loses. That's it. That's good.
That's it.
Good quality match. That's why I don't like the card Ensnaring Bridge.
It's because, like, it could be anywhere.
Well, like, that and... So I usually don't play decks that care about Ensnaring Bridge. So this isn't personal assault or anything. This is just a thing of... I hate cards that lead to non-games. Like Blood Moon, Ensnaring Bridge, Choke. Decks that just kind of, like, stop your opponent hard from playing Magic. I know some people may call me out on being contradictory because I play mostly Control, but your opponent can still play Magic when you're playing a Control deck. Like, they're not... You can't just play this 1/3-drop and win the game. And I hate those effects. Thoughts?
I mean, you said it all. It's not... It's like... It's unfair. Not in the sense that it's broken, but in the sense that something that keeps your opponent from doing anything. Like, just a hard lock out of the game.
Yeah, that's not fun for anyone. Also, update on the meme deck. Looks like Sharima went 1-4 in his league. The worst he's ever done in a league. Just remember, so far, it can always get worse. Now, how about your deck? Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas... Okay, so, Spreading Seas can theoretically lock someone out if they only have, like, one land that matters. Or if you have 4 of them, you know, but that's 4 of them. Like, I don't know what to tell you about that. They don't know they can start.
Begin. I mean, it's similar in the sense that it's targeting a color and stopping something, but it's not quite like...
It's not a global effect.
It's not a global effect. It's not, like, hard locking in the game.
Though there is the parallel, I just think that it's treading that fine line. In theory, the opponent can still play Magic.
In most situations. Or, like, the majority of Blood Moon situations, it's not going to be pretty.
Alright.
Bard.
So, Connor had the 2-drop lined up there, but he went for the bird because he wants to be able to start casting his 3-drops, and currently he does not have the 3rd land to do as such.
quite see what's in Kirby's hand.
One would
Not-
have to guess Magic the Gathering cards.
Not lightning effects. Except for the bolt variety.
I'm
Goodbye.
kind of surprised to not see the Kitchen Finks go away. Because it's the only threat that really sticks unless he has some way of permanently removing it, but the only thing I could think of would be the Nahiri.
I mean, maybe he's not worried about Connor's life total or like a
3-2?
sticky thread. He might just be worried about like stopping all burst damage at all costs.
Sure. I can feel that.
It's like a weird vexing double situation where I think I'd rather have the 6 than take like the 3 and have to deal with it again.
Have you ever had someone cast Vexing Devil against you in Magic the Gathering?
Multiple times.
How was that?
It's better than Lava Spike.
Sure is. I've had it cast against me a fair amount of time in Standard, Modern. Maybe once in Legacy, I don't know. I feel like I usually win when my opponent plays that card.
Mhm.
That's it.
I think I lost 1 or 2 games, and I feel like they were both against Justin when he was doing the claim to fame thing.
Well, Justin can play any red deck and win.
Justin's like, "Oh, Lightning Bolt, did you mean win this event?"
Mono red control, got him.
That is a legacy deck. Oh, now that's slightly more awkward.
Now, the 2 Kitchen Finks here. We know that Kirby does not have Anger of the Gods in his deck, so this is going to be a problem.
Now, I found the line.
Did you?
Kirby floods the board, Connor Anger of the Gods, and exiles the Kitchen Finks. And that's it. Kirby rebuilds, Connor has no Kitchen Finks. GG.
Alright, now, that's... But why would you kill the bird?
Keep him from playing Coco?
Sure.
That's just so many Kitchen Finks.
That's a lot. That's entirely too much Kitchen Fink. Yes.
He can EE on 3
He can eat
and
on
pop
3.
it. That's what he was doing. He was setting up for that. He had it in his hand.
Okay. He got the setup. He got the sick reads. Also, this Engineer Explosives means that Connor will not be able to play a Ball Lightning effect main phase 1. 28 lice now. That's entirely too much lice.
Please do not play a 3-drop. Pop it. Up to 30 life, and he takes 3.
Looks like we're at 30 to 14 lice.
I can say that I have seen a Coco deck with higher life total.
Yeah. I've seen a Coco deck with infinite life total.
Oh, that's not a legal life total. You have to choose.
9,001 life totals.
There we go.
That is, in fact, just under 10,000.
Just at 9,000, just over 9,000.
Mm.
His power level. You see, that's a reference.
To the hit anime series.
Legend of Zelda.
Is this why we only have
Huh. I am uneducated.
Oh man, this game was looking so good for Connor. What happened?
He gained too much life and did not enough damage. It's real awkward.
Connor's just like looking at the board going, how could this happen to me?
I made my mistakes.
Man, this stream is only memes at this point.
I kind of want you to, like, hop onto my stream and just, like, talk.
Done
Same.
and done.
I have the same offer for you if you need it. So new format memes with commentary.
Pulls up loss. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this loss? The answer is yes.
Nobody gets 2 ball lightnings. They
The answer is we need to count the panels. See, we have a panel here.
Yes.
We have 2 panels here. We have 2 panels here.
Guys, Coco hit 0. Because he didn't respond to the sauces.
Oh. Oh. Uh-huh.
Huh.
You see the problem that this deck has is a lot. There are a lot of problems. Sharima.
Wow.
How much is a league?
Okay.
Actual money.
Like, is it actual? How much is actual money?
Oh no, $5.
Ah, shoot, $5.
Like in
That damn F&M that you were talking about.
can you go? Oh my god. You don't
Ah,
Oh, blood rate off. Okay.
6, yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh.
Oh.
Mm,
Kill 'em.
that's. You hate to see that happen to him. Oh, 5. Wow.
That 30 life doesn't matter. You might want to get that checked out as well.
Hey. Now, do you think this is going how Connor wanted it to? How he expected? He woke up this morning. He was hyped. He was like, "I want to play Magic: The Gathering."
Daniel. You're gonna
Trademark.
hurt his feelings.
Huh?
You're going to hurt his feelings.
No, I'm not trying to hurt his
Worse
feelings.
than he's hurting his own.
I was saying how he's probably not feeling great because like
I
he's
think
just
he
kind of getting
pulled a
bullied.
Bedlam Reveler, and he's like, "Look at my recall on a 3/4."
Ooh, ooh,
Oof. Oof. Ow, my
Ooh.
burn spells.
ooh.
You like damage.
Hey, that's a young Pyroman. That's a lightning bolt boy. Connor, that's yikes.
So he's going to Reveler and then Bolt in response. No. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
You would just swing with like only the Reveler.
Now then, what round do we have now?
Oh,
Now,
no. Wait. Oh yeah, Kirby just bopped him. It's time for me to get bopped.
no, you still have another round, though. You can switch up on
Oh.
commentary if you want, or you can stay, whatever you prefer.
Hmm.
Either way, just let Kirby know.
Hmm.
Don't hit the mic
I will slam
with your
that
big
mic.
old hand.
My big ol' hand. My
Please.
big ol' Zelda playing hand.
Please no, Papa.
Punching microphone.
Anyways, next round.
Mikey.
Oh no.
This is not Mikey.
Next round we are going to have Burn versus Lightning Company.
I will go grab Kirby for commentary.
All right, and then we will see you in rounds 5 and 6. That's 2,
And maybe on my stream.
and maybe on your stream.
Bye, everybody.
That was the most terrifying experience of my life. All right, so it's me solo now. Please do not kick me.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You had the thing on your thing, and it pulled me. All right, so, oh god. All right, so we're gonna be bringing up the Burn versus the Ball Lightning deck. And we just saw the Burn deck, so I'm just gonna pull up the Burn deck, and then I'm gonna pull on the Ball deck again here in a second. Right now, the Burn deck. Let's look at it. So you got the 4 Lightning Bolts, 4 Lava Spikes, whatever. You got a bunch of Goblin Guides, Monastery, Swift Spirits, and Grim Lavamancers. 2 Grim Lavamancers. They're kind of all over the place. It's Burn. It's Burn. This is all Burn. You burn, and then you burn. It's a really solid game plan in the way that it burns and it's not playing Ball Lightning. And then just gonna pull up the Ball Lightning deck again. Look at it. It's amazing. Just the epitome of Magic. So I'm giving this deck a hard time, but no, it looks actually fun, and you get to live kind of like the dream of just going collect company 12 damage. You on turn 3 with the Bird's Paradise, and that seems really fun. So I see the appeal. How's that going? You got it?
I'm getting there.
Oh, get in there because that's the name of the stream. Oh man, you have missed some questionable commentary.
Ooh,
I think that we kind of halfway,
so jelly.
we kind of just forgot that there was a game going on for a good little bit. That was fun.
That's fine.
Adam Delow, what was that? It was Kirby getting his headset on. They're difficult, those headphones. I kind of talked about the decks before you got here.
Ah, that's fine.
So we got Burn, you know that.
We have a lot of lightning bolts tonight.
Just so many lightning bolts. We even have ball lightnings. We just lightning everywhere, which is fitting considering the storm that's coming.
Also, Hell's Thunder does not have trample.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't realize that, but it didn't matter so much.
No, so we were.
It could have mattered.
We were
Definitely
pretty
could have
sure
mattered.
that you were dead game 2 when he had all those kitchen finks, and then we just kind of like got distracted for a second, looked back at the game, and was like, oh, Connor doesn't have a board. How did that happen?
EE is a very versatile card.
It sure is. Also, we can let him know, start whenever. You have that control. You have the control of the mic, Kirby.
You guys can start.
Oh shoot, I have to change so many things. You're
Are
not
you
Seb.
sure they were ready to start?
Nah, it's fine. Shh. I don't think that you're Sebastian.
No.
No? Yikes. Alright, that looks...
That seems okay.
That seems
that
fine.
does not say Sebastian.
Alright. Do you think Connor's going to win this one?
I think this is really bad for Connor because Michael just has so much interaction.
Yeah,
Ball lightning bolt.
specifically the card Searing Blade seems really good here.
Well, as long as Michael keeps up a fetch land.
Yeah, he
Then it
doesn't.
looks fine.
He doesn't even need to though, because the
Like-
ball lightning's in the.
You don't know, like, Michael could end up with a bunch of just lava spikes
Yeah.
and not actually be able to interact.
Yeah,
It's
like
possible.
there's a chance he does just straight lose this. He does have, one.
He's got
two,
Searing Blaze.
three.
No, don't fetch. Don't fetch. We're off to a
Yikes.
great start.
I think he's gonna go for the Searing Blaze on the bird.
Okay. I'm not sold on that. He can just wait. It's a fetch land.
He could wait. I think he just wants to get that additional point of damage in with the prowess, or not. He's pulling Lava Spike to the front of the hand. Oh,
Nope. It's
Okay.
gone.
Yep.
It's gone forever.
gone. And now if Connor doesn't draw, oh well, no, he has a third land. He has so many lands.
I feel like Michael just got really lucky here.
Oh yeah. I mean, because now Connor just did nothing on his turn, and he's gonna be facing a lot of damage. And I think there's a chance Connor could have won this game if he had a good follow up this turn, but he did not.
Yeah. Like, Michael has the bolt. He's safe now.
Yeah.
As you see many times on the stream, play poorly, do not get punished.
Yep. Now, due to the way the Cascade works, the Blood Raid Elf is gonna get +3/+3.
Yep. It is going to swing in for a lot.
But it gets killed before the Blood Raid Elf resolves. So the Blood Raid Elf enters battlefield does not get the +3/+3, and it's just a 3/2.
Why didn't he just bolt the Blood Braid when it came in with this trigger on the stack? Because that's a more threatening card.
I don't know. Why did Connor
Maybe.
attack?
I don't know.
These are the questions.
These are a lot of questions. Too many questions.
Okay. Michael's playing it super safe and holding up Lightning Helix. And Boros Charm.
Okay. That seems like a good move because Connor has another Blood Braid in hand.
And that's... Michael has the
Bird.
lead now.
Burb.
Berberino. Yeah. Michael just plays it patient. He goes, Boros Charm, you untap Lightning Helix, you're dead.
We had fun.
Connor just kind of defeatedly throws his hands up in the air, as you do against Burn.
Michael also just put half of his deck upside down into it.
Ooh. Ooh, that's...
I remember Boros Charm back in Standard.
I-
That was a lot of fun.
I actually enjoyed that deck. That was one of the few Burn decks I enjoyed, because seeing a deck that could actually just straight win with spells in Standard was neat.
I was playing a fun Naya aggro deck with Boros Charm, Boon Satyr, Celestia Charm, Gore Clan. So usually you just like swing in, Gore Clan, double strike it.
So
Or you just untap, you double Boros Charm your opponent. It's like,
yeah. So the card that gave me the biggest amount of fits in that standard in RTR was Assemble the Legion. That card was so good.
oh yeah, because you're good old control. That's
Yeah.
a hard
No,
hard card for control to deal with.
they play that, and I just kind of look at them like, you sure did. Unless I have Jace Architect of Thought, that's a problem.
All right, so I see a pretty easy one, or few. 3 Searing Bloods.
Yep.
You could make an argument for Searing or Ensnaring Bridge,
Mhm.
but I don't know that you want to. I think you just want to be proactive enough and kill them before they have a chance to kill you.
Sure, you just bring any Searing Bloods and cut down on like Lava Spikes or Skull Cracks.
Yeah, I think Skullcrack is probably the weak one here.
Yeah, because it's,
Well, Connor does have the Kitchen Finks.
it does have the
So
kitchen
I can see that. I do like just having a bunch of extra 1 mana spells and racing.
Yeah, I agree. Any thought for the Path to Exile? Probably not.
No.
Okay.
I could see argument because Connor does have a few of the Unearth guys,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sold on Path to Exile. I think you just want the Searing Bloods to break through and kill them as fast as possible.
Yeah, and then from the Lightning Company deck.
Definitely want to bring in the playset of Kitchen Finks.
Yep, definitely bringing those in.
That's all I really see that I like here.
Yeah,
I think
I think that
Evolutionary Leap is too slow.
Evolutionary Leap is too slow. Not a fan of Primal Force Mage again. I think that card's just entirely too cute.
I think he'd rather have creatures than leaps.
Yeah, but you only have one leap.
Ah, sorry, this layout always gets me.
Yeah,
Okay, then yes. Take all of them out.
it's that.
I
Or
like the Eternal Witness better.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well.
He needs the birds. So, we can go on to the match, but I wanted to comment about the basics that Connor is running.
Oh.
You guys can start.
All right. So the basics that he's running.
So I understand why running 4 is a good idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like Basic Mountain here, because why are you running Basic Mountain except to save a little bit on damage?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're playing against Blood Moon, it's whatever.
Yeah.
And the Forest causes him not to be able to cast Ball Lightning.
Yeah. I think that
I think just a Singleton Forest.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, it feels like you're kind of just going all in with this deck. You kind of have to accept that your mana base might be a little painful, and go in a way that allows you to more consistently be able to cast your triple red and triple green spells on curve. Because if you're not able to, then that looks real embarrassing.
Yeah. Like, I could see... Was it... Carplusion Forest is the Painland?
Yeah, Pingland, yes.
Yeah. I could see that as replacement. You definitely don't want to run Grove of the Burn Willows, because it's opposite of your plan.
Yeah, you don't want to give your opponent life.
And you really need a land that enters untapped.
Mm-hmm. So Carplucent Forest, or even more
Or just
fetch
more
lands.
fetches, yeah. Alright, so Michael's already down to 14. Getting hit by a Groundbreaker?
Yep.
That's a green one. Okay.
And now there's Ball Lightning.
Yep. Looks like Michael's going to be Searing Blazing it.
Yep, and he has
Indeed.
the landfall. So that is a full 3 damage.
Yeah, these Ball Lightning effects are just so fragile that it's very hard to do it with face any deck with interaction.
Cool. Oh, also now we have Salt Bastion hosting the stream with 1 viewer. Look at him go.
I actually can't look at him go. He's in the other room.
Mm.
I'm not.
Mm.
I mean, behind me.
Mm.
Take a little.
Alright, so Connor's given Michael a 6-point bop. Michael's trying to figure out if Connor's dead. It sure does not look that way.
No, it looks like...
He is, yep. He is he was one burn spell away from killing Connor. and now he's back in that situation again. But counter has nothing in play, so he can suspend that, Rift Bolt, get in for a damage, and then try to set up the lethal next turn. He exiled the Shalrima.
All right. Back over to Connor. He doesn't have much.
He picked up a Reclamation Sage.
That doesn't seem good.
Sure doesn't. He's going to swing for 4, and now Michael is 1 burn spell away from winning the following turn.
Yep.
And is that a burn spell? That's a
3.
Goblin Guide. Does that kill him as well?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
Yep. Exact lethal, and easy game. I feel like he's dead. I feel like you're dead.
You're dead.
Oh, he found the line. He died.
All right, cool. Well, that was a fun 10-minute match.
Sure was. Oh, and it looks like Solbastian also got there with a subscription.
Now he's going to get in there.
Whew.
Really got there.
Oh, that's just going back to exactly what we were looking at. I am just the best. All right, so now we're going to round 5.
We're going to see the non-lightning bolt deck.
Go against the Field of Light. I'm kind of upset that we didn't get to see the Blue White Control deck versus the Lightning Company deck.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit. I felt like it could actually beat the Blue White Control deck.
Just sneak in.
Yeah. Like it probably still loses, but I feel like Blue White Control has less efficient ways of removing ball lightning effects than Jeskai would.
Guess it also matters if it's running Settle.
Yeah, and I don't think you can opt into Terminus, but well, actually, let's just pull up the list.
Did Sean tell you what he was playing this past weekend at the PPTQ? I'm sure he did. Peak instead of Opt.
I played against him twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he loved it.
Do you know what else he was playing?
2 Teferi,
Uh-huh.
Jace,
It's
Supreme Verdicts.
Commandeer.
Oh yeah, he had the one Commandeer on the side.
I knew about it, but when he cast against me, I just kind of looked at him for a little bit because I was casting a Lightning Helix for lethal at him, and he just goes cast Commandeer, and I just kind of look at it for like a good solid minute and just go, yeah, it resolves. I still won that game, but emotionally I was dead.
We got to condemn
All right.
for those Death Shadow matchups.
So, someone was also playing Condemn at the PPTQ that I played this week. This weekend I played at PPTQ that we keep talking about. I played 6 matches. 4 of those matches were against Blue White Control. I was playing Jeskai Control. It was great. The judge looked so ecstatic when my top 8 matches were Blue White Control, Mono Red. It comes over at one point, like 40 minutes into my first match, and he goes, we don't want to ask what game is this. And we're like, game 1. He's like, yep. Yep. All right. Anyways, but yeah, no, this deck does not look like it has a lot of game against the ball lightning effects.
So is only 2 Logic Knot normal for blue control?
So, usually, what a lot of people are doing right now is not playing a second Logic Knot and playing 1 Remand, so they have 1 Remand, 1 Logic Knot, 1 Monolith, and 1 Negate. I think that's awful.
Why?
I don't know. What I've heard is that it's
Why
good.
is one thing twice?
I don't know, man.
It's like, here is just a smattering of spells.
So, like,
Maybe I get one of them.
people have tried real hard to convince me that, like, all these dumb one-ofs and Blue White Control is correct. And I'm just like, no, you're hurting your consistency to play one-ofs that are bad in certain matchups. It's like, I've been, the argument that someone had for Remand is that it's good against Blue White Control because you can counter half their Snapcaster Mage. And I'm like, sure, but when it matters, it's not an actual hard counter. You're not hard countering their Teferi. You're not hard countering their Chase the Mind Sculptor. Like, it's bad.
Like, I can understand Mana Leak
Sure.
because an early soft counter is basically a counter spell and it has an easier cost than Logic Knot.
Yeah, and the difference between Remand, Logic Knot, and Monolith, and even Negate, is that 3 of those cards get rid of the card permanently. One of them just postpones it. And it feels like if you were trying to get a consistency of 2 mana counterspells, you want them to all do the same thing. And having one outlier that does something different just doesn't feel correct to me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is weird with all these 1-ups.
I'm fine with the condemn one of, actually.
Well, yeah, it's basically path number 5.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
The timely, I haven't personally been stoked about, but I can see the argument for
It
it.
makes sense in the sideboard.
Yeah. The tension sphere has been a set up 1-up for a while. Also, Sebastian is playing 4 ops, and I love him for that because a lot of people are playing like 2 ops, 2 think twices, and I don't even know, man. It's weird. Modern players are weird.
Like, I guess Think Twice is opt number 5, but it just feels off.
Yeah.
Like maybe you get that value once in a while off Search for Azcanta.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's definitely not the weirdest blue-white control list I've seen, honestly. One thing I would like to note is that he is playing a slightly less optimized blue-white control mana base. Usually you're running like 5 or 6 islands. He's only running 4 because he only has 4 Japanese foil Lurelwyn islands. So he had to make that sacrifice.
Okay. Are we done bashing on his deck?
Not. We weren't bashing
How
on
about for
it.
now?
I wasn't bashing on it. I love his deck.
I was bashing on it.
Oh, well, that's aggressive.
You guys can start.
Man, let me tell you. So I started playing this game called Everwing. It's a game for Facebook on mobile phone. It notifies you constantly. It's like, have you played this game today? And I'm like, could you stop? And it's like, nope. I want to tell you more.
It sounded like you were leading into a sponsorship. And that's exactly the opposite of what you were doing.
I come in with the bait of, this is going to be a good product, and then just come in there with that left hook, and they don't expect it.
Do you love annoying notifications on your phone? Well, let me tell you about this app.
Man, we've been trying so hard. I've been trying a lot of different things with sponsors. I've been saying everything's a Zelda reference. It's great. Stubby fell for one really hard where I made a reference to Dragon Ball. I was like, that's a reference to, and he was like, the hit anime series. He goes to say Dragon Ball, I just cut him off real hard with The Legend of Zelda. It was a good time. Anyways, Goblin Guide.
Yeah, Michael's got 2 more of those.
He is, does not need a guide to figure out his way through this game. Whoa.
That's aggressive.
That is,
That's more aggressive than Michael's side of the table.
that's the most aggressive thing.
I love it. I love it.
I can tell you
This was the best opener years back when I was playing Zoo and Legacy.
Yeah, where you just go,
Is he on burn? Nope.
alrighty then, and Savvy sees an opt on top, so he's going to crack his fetch with 2 Goblin Guide triggers on stack. So, when you're playing control... Oh, he's not playing... I forgot he wasn't playing Jeskai, so he doesn't even have Lightning Helix here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This is bad.
Alright. See that opt on top.
That's...
Search. That's the same thing.
Um,
He does have that one of Timely in his hand.
that's going to help him out a lot. He's going to path one of the creatures, stem a little bit of the bleeding, though does ramp up Michael for the following turns. Allows him to more conveniently cast multiple spells on a turn.
And Michael was very land light, so 3 lands is basically perfect for these burn decks.
Yeah. That is one thing that I think that this matchup you gain a lot by playing the red, and you lose a lot by playing the white. Because having to use your Path Exiles as your only removal early game actually hurts in this matchup, even though you would think that the burn deck doesn't need all the mana. Allowing them to more conveniently cast 2 to 3 spells a turn earlier hurts a lot for you.
Someone's got mismatched soldiers.
It's real painful. Really not a fan. Now, he does also have that Snapcaster Mage, so if the game goes on until turn 5, which I think it will, he will be able to cast the Snapcaster and flashback the timely reinforcements. Or even a Path Exile.
Alright. So I want to see... Oh, okay. So he's just going to... No, he is going to double block. It seems a little silly, but I kind of would have wanted to just go ahead and Searing Blaze. And Michael actually just realized that looking at his hand.
Yeah, because that means that your opponent just traded off traded off one of their resources for nothing. And you only gotten 1 point of damage. Well, actually, you would have gotten 2 points of damage because of the Monastery Swift Spear. So I think it may have actually been worth
Plus,
it.
you get to keep around the extra Goblin Guide, and that's going to deal more damage in the long run.
Yeah. Now, I was actually about to hit on this point. One mistake that I see a lot of people making when they're playing Control versus Burn is not being aggressive enough with their Field of Ruins.
Mhm.
They don't play in basic mount. They only play basic mountains, so they don't play basic plains in the Burn deck. So if you're able to cut them off their white mana sources, that cuts off a good portion of their draws.
One mistake I feel Michael made right there is not going ahead and Lightning Helix. Because now he doesn't have access to white, and that card's just dead in his hand.
Yeah, that is fair. I think that he may have got Hive Minded into, not Hive Minded, Tunnel Visioned into casting the Searing Blaze.
He can Searing Blaze now, though.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But as you mentioned, Sebastian's is going to be able to Snapcaster Mage, that timely again.
Yeah. And,
You're
well,
looking opt.
the thing is, because of the way he had to play his lands that turn, he is not going to be able to cast it currently this turn, but he drew into a fetch land, so he can cast it this turn.
Michael is holding up the Skullcrack.
And
So that is going to be at least a counter to this.
That-
Sebastian will still end up with soldiers, but
yeah, that is something he does have to be aware of here. And he might be considering whether or not he wants to go for 5 mana, put 4 creatures into play at this point of the game. And it looks like he's choosing to instead play it patient. And if he has the hard read on there being a Skullcrack, he might even just go for Snapcaster Path here.
and we've got another Snapcaster, so he can just go ahead Snapcaster Path,
Yep, it is
and
free
then
now.
follow it up the following turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go ahead, bolt the Snapcaster out of the way to be able to get in with the Goblin Guide. And even though Bolt deals 3 and Goblin Guide only deals 2, having a creature on the board is going to deal more damage in the long run.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately for Sebastian, he does. Did he not have mana? Doesn't he have an opt? No, he doesn't have an opt in hand.
No, he decided to
Mill
put it
that.
into his graveyard.
Okay. Okay, he's gonna walk into the Skullcrack from Michael's side here,
Hmm.
and he doesn't get the 6/6s, so he did nothing.
Yep.
That feels bad. And Michael drew a Searing Blade.
I think he has to just go ahead and cast it.
100%.
Yeah.
It gets in 3 damage here.
Sebastian's like,
You're not.
yuck.
Oh no.
Just one, bro.
He thought he was dead. He's not dead.
Not dead yet.
That's.
All right.
Why? Like.
4 mana, destroy target Goblin Guide. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's bad for Sebastian. It does in fact kill him.
I think you just go ahead.
Just do it.
You just do it now.
Yeah. By doing it now, it means that Sebastian is forced into cracking his fetch land if he has a counterspell.
Hmm.
The 1 point of damage doesn't matter a ton, but it's something.
I guess there is an argument that you go ahead and wait. That way, Sebastian goes ahead and flips Search and probably uses Search on the following turn.
Oh, no.
Oh,
He just
just
opting,
opts.
and he doesn't have a spell snare in his deck, I don't think.
Okay.
So he's dead. Sure is. Alrighty then. So let's start with Blue-White Control. Now, I'm used to when I play Blue-White Control, I'm a real big sucker for having a one of Gideon of the Trials on the list. When I played the Miracles version, I cut 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor for 1 Gideon of the Trials.
Hmm.
That card helps a lot on this matchup. It has so many different modes that are good here, but
So I'm guessing Purge, Dispel, Negate, Timely,
Also Baneslayer Angel.
and Baneslayer. Okay.
And yeah. So you want to cut down. You want to cut your thing twice. I'm not a huge fan of Search for Escanta in this matchup. Vendalion Click is minimally impactful,
It feels like
as
you
well
want
as board wipes.
a speed bump, though.
Yeah. So usually when I'm playing this matchup, I cut down on my board wipes and my Search for Escantas.
Terminus seems really bad here. Like, I would
Yeah.
rather have a Verdict or Wrath of God.
Yeah. Now you do have to. You can't cut down completely because you are playing blue-white, so your removal spells are limited. But cutting down on your Termini, leaving like 2 board wipes in there. Cut down Search for Escantas, that's 5 cards. You can bring in your Celestial Purge, your Dispel, your Negate, your Baneslayer Angel, and your Timely Reinforcements. That's 5 for 5. You could consider Settle the Wreckage or getting the Jura, but they seem not impactful enough to me. So, like, Settle the Wreckage might be better than 1B board wipes. So, because if you play a Wrath of God, they can theoretically untap and play a Swift Spear and attack you, whereas if you have Settle the Wreckage, they can't play a haste creature on their turn.
Yeah, so you can also hold up a counter spell if needed,
Yeah,
if you want to go that route instead.
yeah. So, it's all really to say there. I think that Sebastian's not favored here, looking at his list and knowing how Burn works as a deck. Looking at Burn, he has
2 Exquisite Firecrafts.
Yep.
That seems fine.
Yep, cut down on 2 Searing Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep,
We did it.
Neat. Wow, found the line. Nope, that's
Go, go, go.
Thought for a solid second there I didn't start the timer again. I was gonna be upset with myself.
So did you and Sebastian get to talk about that lovely new Abrupt Decay variant?
Oh shoot, we did not even touch on it now.
Ooh. Are we able to bring it up real quick? Go ahead and open up Scryfall. But we're talking about
It's Assassin's.
Assassin's Trophy. There we go.
Alright, now, does this currently work? Sure do not.
No.
Mm.
Okay. So,
Okay, well that
for
was fun. little
those
experience.
unfamiliar,
2 mana,
it's
instant.
a black and a green.
Yes.
Destroy target permanent.
An opponent controls.
And that player may search their library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield.
Yep.
So you get to deal with Tron lands and replace it with a basic land. You get to kill planeswalkers. You get to kill whatever. It's like better Abrupt Decay if you ignore the can't be counter clause, in which in Modern this is probably an upgrade to any deck running Abrupt Decay right now.
Yeah.
Legacy, it's probably debatable.
Yeah. So one big thing for me is that a deck like Jund now has more game against the blue-white or the Jeskai control decks because they are able to kill their Teferi, kill their Jace the Mind Sculptor, kill their Celestial Colonnades, whatever they really need to kill, even a flip Search for Escanta, which just gives them a way of handling stickier threats that usually previously they weren't able to.
And especially Tron.
And Tron also.
That was one of its worst matchups.
Being able to now turn your Tron land into a basic land is really strong, and probably kind of give Jund a decent little bump up in the meta here, coming up with the new set.
All right. Michael's going to nug Sebastian for 2.
Yep. Michael not having the most aggressive start, but he is still putting down some amount of pressure here, and it looks like has kind of a clunkier hand though, from what I can see.
I think he just goes ahead, Goblin Guides, swings in with everything.
Yeah.
And depending on how Sebastian reacts, he has Boris Charm. Just hit him in the face.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage right now. Well, he's taking 4. It's not a ton, but Okay. They were trying to clarify. Goblin Guide does not draw you the card; it puts it into your hand.
If I were to guess, that's probably a Condemn or Path to Exile that Sebastian's debating on right now. If it was a Terminus, he would have just slammed it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's thinking real
He's
hard.
in the tank. Like, it's got to be one of those two cards, right? Either that or it's a board wipe for next turn.
There is a possibility as that. And it looks like he decided whatever it wasn't good enough.
I think since Sebastian only had one land left up, Michael should have just slammed the Boros Charm. Or do you think it's worthwhile to play around that one Dispel?
So, one thing that could be thinking about here is that if Sebastian's trying to set up for a Supreme Verdict, you could Boros Charm to save all your creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So it
So
might.
probably just Lightning Helix here.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Now, one thing that Sebastian can do that is basically just hope and pray that Michael has nothing is play a Cryptic Command to tap down Michael's team and possibly bounce the Lavamancer. Well, not bounce it, but tap down team, draw cards. That way he can next turn play a Baneslayer and hope that survives.
Mm-hmm.
But the Grim Lavamancer does make the survival less likely because one Lightning Bolt plus the Lavamancer kills it.
All right. He's got Path to Exile on top. It's not doing him any good.
It looks like he kind of just let the attack happen. I would consider that to be a mistake. Possibly.
All right. And he's going to target Michael.
I think it's worth possibly going for the Boros Charm here.
Yeah, because Michael has 2 1-mana plays either way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to go ahead and pump up the Swiss Spear. Sebastian's still probably going to trade with the Swiss Spear. But there is a chance that if Sebastian makes Michael put something else away, he can draw into a
lightning
bolt.
Yeah. And that would be the worst case scenario. Well, under those circumstances, Sebastian would be dead.
Yeah.
So. Looks like Michael's still not sure, though, in Boros Charm. It looks like he is going to just go and take it.
Yeah, I feel like Sebastian has to take Firecraft here. Otherwise,
yeah.
he's just dead.
Yeah. He has to take Firecraft and then hope and pray that Michael does not draw a 1-drop instant burn spell.
Yep. You don't have another choice.
Sure do not.
And yeah, so Sebastian will be trading off with the Swiss Spear. Doesn't look like Michael has anything. He just has Skullcrack right now.
Yep. It takes 3, and now
Suspend Riftbolt.
Suspend Riftbolt. Sebastian has to do so much to survive here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in theory, Cryptic Man counter the Searing Blade.
No,
counter.
Then he just responds with a Lavamancer and swings in.
Well, no, he counters and he taps on the team.
Or, I know, he responds with Lavamancer and then Skullcrack.
Yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
with the information Sebastian has,
Mm.
the only chance he has is doing that.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, no, he is 100% dead. Because you deal 2 damage to him, then you know he can't play Dispel, and then you Skullcrack him, he's dead. Oh, gotta draw. That's Boros Charm. You just kill him.
Just dead him.
There's nothing to think about. He's dead.
Can't fetch.
Yep, that was, whew. That was a match for him.
All right. So we're going to swing back on over to Hollow One.
Yep. This time I'm gonna be seeing how Hollow One handles a control deck. How does Hollow One handle a control deck?
Lucky Burning Inquiries.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Burn Inquiries can be real bad for them.
It's either that or having an explosive first or second turn. Otherwise, the deck starts to get a little too slow. Like, you still have your Flamewake Phoenix and your Bloodghast for the late game
Yeah.
to be able to just get in some chip damage over and over, and it's hard for the deck to deal with.
Ignore that.
Assassin's Trophy is a little too big for the screen.
We gotta just click on anything and hit save image. Boop, 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 boop.
You didn't want to select something from the Hollow One deck?
No,
No?
I just wanted that abomination out of my face for a moment.
I was very curious when I was thinking about it earlier. It's like, hey, does the resolution actually constrain it to what fits there, or does it just use native resolution?
We found the answer.
Yes.
Anyways, but yeah, I've played against this matchup a couple times. The Termini help out a lot here if you can hit them when you need them.
But Brutality are nice in this matchup, having them main board, and then, as I mentioned, Flamewake and Bloodghast. Other than that, you just need to get under the control deck before they can stabilize.
Yeah. Luckily, you do have a lot of recursion, except for through the Terminus, as was mentioned. But a lot of your creatures come back after like Supreme Verdict, and it can't be a lot. The Bloodghast and the Flamewake Phoenix aren't easily countered. Hollow One usually comes down through a counterspell, and yeah. So, should be a tricky matchup for Sebastian, but certainly one that is winnable, and I would see it's slightly more winnable than the Burn matchup.
Want to restart that timer?
Yep, gonna do that.
You all can start.
Did we enjoy Triple Goblin Guide?
I loved it. I loved Triple Goblin Guide.
I felt bad. I enjoyed it, but I felt bad.
That's fair.
It's just using that first 3 mana that you have.
Here's my Goblin Guides.
The only thing that can beat that is pitching Simeon's Spirit Guide for the 4th. Just turn 1, Goblin Guide, pitch Spirit Guide, Goblin Guide. Turn 2, land, Goblin Guide, Goblin Guide. There you go.
Assert your dominance over your opponent. But
You like being at 8 on turn 2, right?
this is how you want to play Magic, correct?
Hope you can interact. Otherwise, you're dead on turn 3.
Alright. Looks like Sebastian's on a keep at 7, and Koi's in the tank. Oh, he's out of it.
Got in. He's like, nope, too cold for me. I'm out.
Can see no turn 1 play from Corey, which means we're probably going to see a Goblin Lore or Collective Brutality on turn 2 here. I would hope. God, I would hope.
Maybe it's just land pass. We're playing draw go.
I think
Hollow One does that well.
Drago favors one of these decks. It might surprise you which.
Alright. Well, we got Hollow One. We got Faithless Looting.
We sure do.
Why didn't we have a...
I think he drew it this turn. Though he
Oh, and he has a Street Wraith. Okay. So he's going to be able to jam double Hollow One and put out a Bloodghast.
Oh yeah, like he's gonna
Probably should have Street Wraithed first.
probably that would have been correct sequencing there. Unfortunately for Corey.
Alright, so discard the Bloodghast, discard a land.
Yep. Doesn't. I think you don't really care about that much about the shock lane dealing you damage, and you're gonna play the Black Cleave Cliffs this turn, so discarding the swamp is easy
Alright.
here enough here.
Then...
Bring that back, cycle the Street Wraith. Yeah, bring that back, cycle the Street Wraith. Or that order. It doesn't really matter.
Draw that card.
Oop, that was bad. Bad for him.
Oh, we just missed our landfall.
Okay.
No, he didn't miss the landfall. He's waiting.
Okay. They may notice that he did not have Bloodghast. Is it a May?
It is a May.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
that's a thing that Dread players used to do on turn, the turn leading into Anger of God's turn. if they played a fetch land, they wouldn't bring back their Bloodghast. That way they could do it on the opponent's turn.
That makes sense. Okay. And now I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
fetch.
Like, I don't think that there was a real reason to do it that way against against blue-white control specifically. Actually, no, there is. Terminus. Never mind.
That's fair.
Because if Sebastian top deck Terminus, then it'd be bad.
Everything will be gone.
Yeah. And, like, keeping a Bloodghast after a Terminus isn't the best, but it's something.
And he's going to be able to Faithless Looting this next turn
Yeah.
to pitch the couple lands that are in his hand.
He's in a fine spot right now. He did not have to discard his Hollow Ones. This is correct.
Oh, does Corey do that?
He sure does. He's real good at it.
He should stop that.
It was kind of painful.
And with Swing all in, you're not doing anything with those 4 lands right now.
No, just get in there.
Shuffling them around will not change them.
It might.
It might.
It-
I should try that.
You gotta make your opponent think you have something.
So, a small thing of note.
You just untap, draw, swing. Like, don't even give them a chance.
Don't even draw for turn. Let them know who's in charge.
No, I said untap, draw, swing.
No, don't even draw though. Just be like, nope, don't want it. Throw it off the table.
You can't not do that.
You can throw it away. Take it,
Judge.
throw it. What did your opponent do? They threw their card away. Why? 10 path here. Yeah, path. Oh, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, condemn. So Corey's gonna gain 4.
So
Which
is
order
he
did he
doing
do
that
it in?
both on the stack?
I hope he did it. Okay, yeah, he did it in the order of path first and then condemn. So the hollow one is stuck on the bottom. That was brutal.
It's kind of like a terminus.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Corey's pretty far behind now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that Burning Inquiry goes next turn. Because that's going to be the determining factor.
Now, one small thing I just caught there. Saw Sebastian draw, put the card in his hand, and then he had that moment where he like seized up his hand and kind of like did the little reminder to himself, don't do that.
Yeah, I tried reminding him throughout our game, like, hey, check your cards for Miracle Man.
Yeah. Miracle
Ah.
is.
So I see there's a terminus.
He had a Terminus in his opening hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that he didn't just draw it.
No. Miracle is a messed up mechanic, in my opinion.
It is.
Like, it makes you play tighter, technically speaking, but also just creates really weird roll situations, theoretically, in, like, Legacy with Brainstorm.
I really don't like all these first main phase plays.
Yeah.
I would much rather Corey go ahead and...
So,
Like,
I
okay,
think-
I understand. He's trying to get a Flame Wake Phoenix.
it's interesting.
Because his line is Burning Inquiry, doing it first
Ooh.
phase, because he doesn't want to end up accidentally pitching his Inquiry. It's awkward, but...
Alright, so...
Against a control deck, I don't like tapping out like that. I like first forcing the pressure on them
Yeah.
to see if they tap out for removal spell.
So,
then
yeah,
after-
it's how likely do you think it is you're going to pick up that Flamewick Phoenix and discard it, and have the Grimog Angler when you go to combat,
Mhm.
as compared to the value gained by waiting.
All right, so we get to see Sebastian wants to put a Bloodghast on the bottom of Corey's deck.
I feel like Bloodghast he's fine with it.
Mhm.
Like, he's going to take some damage this turn, but
Zoom.
he's fine with that. And right now, he's just trying to stall until he can hardcast that Terminus. Because once he's able to do that, he should be able to completely stabilize.
Terminus is 4 white.
Yeah. Terminus being 6 mana.
All right, and we're gonna see that other Bloodghast.
Yep. Now, if he drew into another Terminus here, he would be pretty happy. It looks like he did not, though. Is that... I can't tell what that is.
It's a card. It's Field of Ruin.
A Field of Ruin.
Field of Ruin.
Looks like he's considering snapping off that Field of Ruin now. But he's gonna wait.
It's going to wait till the Bloodghast are in the graveyard.
Nope, he's gonna do it on draw step.
Make sure that hollow one's still at the bottom.
Technically correct. It's one of those, like, things that, like, it's asinine, but technically correct. Because by waiting till the draw step to do an effect like Ghost Quarter or Field of Ruin, you are increasing the chance the opponent draws into a basic land. By a very small percentage. You should be doing it, but boy is it silly when you say it out loud.
Well, I think it makes sense here because he knows the hollow one is on the bottom,
Yeah,
too.
like, in general, it's the correct play. It's just one of those things where it's, like, such a small percentage as to why it's correct. I see a lot of people doing it on upkeep, like with Path and stuff. Against counterspell decks, it's correct because obviously you don't want them to draw any counterspells, but against non-counterspell decks, doing it on the draw step is usually better.
Playing Modern this past weekend did remind me that I don't really think I want fetch lands coming back into Standard.
Nope.
Because there is so much shuffling. My God.
Now,
It is draw a card, play a land, search for a land, shuffle, attack, play my cards, go.
So, I'm really happy to see Shockland Bodylands back.
Yes.
That was, like, one of my favorite standard mana bases. Just being able to play that tapped Shockland turn 1, or untapped if you need to, and then have perfect mana for the rest of the game was so smooth.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to that again.
Hopefully there is some type of control deck that is decent. One thing we have going for us is Teferi is still going to be legal. And that card is good.
Yep. But it also dies to Assassin's Trophy.
Everything dies to Assassin's Trophy. Literally everything.
Not if it's hexproof.
Ooh.
Or indestructible.
Ooh. So, Teferi minus on the Gurmag Angler. Ooh. Ooh.
I did just know Sebastian is down to 5.
He is down to 5, yes. He is under some amount of pressure. He is a Lightning Bolt and a Bloodghast or Flamewake Phoenix away from dying.
Corey, just flip it over.
I hope he like draws a fetch and cracks that.
Alright. So he does have the Burning
All right.
Inquiry, and he has Bloodghast.
So, Burning Inquiry first, right? Unless he has a fetch land.
I mean... Oh, he has the...
I can't tell. He's got those
He has a
specialty Deschel.
So...
His fetches are not masterpieces. His blood crypts are.
So this is really weird, right? So if he goes Burning Inquiry first, there's a chance he discards the Blood Crypt and can't cast the Bloodghast. But if there's also a chance he discards the Bloodghast and can bring it back. But he's just going to hardcast the Bloodghast here. And I like attacking for 2 first.
Okay, just get the Teferi off the board.
Teferi off the board, or you can play it ballsy and try to hit Sebastian's face.
That's correct.
Just get the Teferi off the board.
Yeah.
It just gets out of hand.
Like, the main reason to go face is that you do put them at Lightning Bolt range, but that's probably too aggressive.
But keeping the Teferi around, they have a better chance of
Winning?
drawing into, winning. Drawing into a counterspell.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. So, Teferi's dead.
Get him.
And by
Out of here.
waiting till main phase 2, cast the Burning Inquiry, if Sebastian did have a Path X up,
Or just don't. Now, I can understand this play. He has a very small chance of holding on to that Gurmag Angler.
yeah.
Because he only gets to keep 1 out of the 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Or none of them and just the card in his hand,
As you do with that card.
Oh, that was a perfect time to field. Okay, so draw step again. I got it. I figured it out.
You found the line. It's always draw step. Alright. Corey found the line. He flipped Gurmag Angler over.
He should have just kept it face up and started shuffling.
I see no issues here.
Ooh, just getting more red now. Let's see. Oh, I think he discarded
Oh, so if
There's
he
a possibility that Corey discarded the basic swamp. That's why he's not searching that up. So he is going to be cut off from casting Bloodghast.
casting Bloodghast or casting Street Wraith. As silly as that may sound, it might be relevant.
Yep. All right. So he's got a bolt in hand.
Okay.
So I believe it. Stop flicking. Stop flicking.
Every other card.
Bolt and Quarry other card.
Okay.
Land. Fetch
Land.
land.
It's a fetch land.
Okay.
So
I think we just Bloodghast face.
Sebastian blocks. Or doesn't. You know,
Sebastian thinking.
he's thinking.
Question is, what does he block with? Like, does he go for Colonnade, or he probably just Snapcasters here?
I mean, if he snaps, then he just condemns it. Or pats it. Probably pats it. Or condemns it.
He condemns it.
Okay.
All right. So
So,
I guess Corey just bolts the face now,
yeah.
while Sebastian is empty-handed.
Yeah. Bolt face. So, the thing is, Sebastian's stopping Koi from doing stuff, but he's also not doing anything at the moment. So, he does have to have some fear in him. Bolt the face, and does he go for the Burning Quarry now?
I think you wait.
Yeah.
I think you wait a turn.
Like, there's benefits, because if you do it now, then Sebastian won't get any value off of it, but you increase your chances of drawing to something good and keeping it by waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Corey's just going to do it here. Sebastian just going to mill 3. Mills Jace the Mind Sculptor, Cryptic
That's,
Command, and Scalding Tarn.
That's a good thing for Sebastian not to draw.
Alright, Corey's probably going to keep that Bloodstained Mire. Nope. Okay, he discarded 2 dead cards. Did he pick up a bolt?
I don't think he picked up a bolt.
Nope.
I
Sebastian
think he
would be
would
dead.
have cast the bolt.
He has not won the game, so.
It would be pretty good though if he did, and he's just kind of waiting. He's like, I gotta think.
Another Gourmet.
Got another
Ooh.
fish.
Whoop.
All right, Sebastian, what you got?
Do you have to wonder the use of not tapping the last 2 mana?
And just keeping some cards for later.
Yeah, like not a fan of that. I don't think it'll be hugely impactful, but
Jump and pass back.
gotta see an opt here.
Bolt.
Rip Sebastian. Alrighty then, so Sebi just died again to another burn spell. He's not having a good time right now against all these burn spells. All these lightning bolts. So pulling up the blue-white control. They have access to Celestial Purge, 2 Rest in Pieces, a Cellular Wreckage, Gideon Jura, and Baneslayer Angel. The possibility of timely reinforcements.
Since Corey's deck has a mixture of 4 and greater and 3 and less, Disdainful Stroke is not something you bring in this matchup, correct?
No. Like, your counterspell is honestly mediocre enough as it is, because there's not a ton of stuff that you can actively counter that matters. You can counter the hollow ones if they aren't played on turn 1 or turn 2, provided you're on the draw. You're not going to be ever really able to conveniently counter the Burning Quarries. Countering the Faithless Lootings as weights of card. Countering the Goblin Lures is fine, and then countering the big Delp threats is fine. But there's nothing really that you get a huge amount of value out of from your counter spells here. So, speaking of, Vendilion Click is okay in this matchup. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Your Search for Escantas also fall in that category, being like, so I aggressively take out my Search for Escantas in games where I have to be proactive in the first couple turns, just because they'll get stuck in your hand sometimes, and you just won't have a time to conveniently cast them. And usually, if you can stabilize, you don't need the card advantage from Search for Escanta to win the game. That being said, Think Twice definitely gets cut, because what are you doing? Negate gets cut. and you can cut down some of your counter spells, even Daily Click, or that's about it, really. Like, I don't think you want to cut down on your Jaces or your Cryptic Commands, or any of your cantrips or anything.
Alright.
Yeah.
On to Hollow One.
Whoop.
The only thing I see is Thoughtseize that
Yeah.
you'd really care about in this matchup.
Yeah, 3 Thoughtseize.
And do you think it's worth bringing in the Thoughtseize, or just kind of keeping things as is?
That's a tough one.
Because you do have the Collective Brutalities already that synergize with your deck. I can definitely see bringing in Thoughtseize against like a combo deck, a Storm deck that you can't really interact with.
So you have to worry about, there are a few cards you have to worry about in this matchup that Thoughtseize does hit.
Mhm.
If you play it on turn 1, you can get the Rest in Peace out of their hand. That matters a lot. You can get Settle the Wreckage out of their hand if they're running on the sideboard. You can take things out of their hand like Baneslayer Angel later in the game. I think it's probably worth, but the question is there anything that's worse than it? And that's where it gets a little questionable.
Mm-hmm. The other question is, do you then bring in an Engineered Explosive or two to be able to deal with the Rest in Peace?
So, I don't know how many cards you want to cut is the problem. I feel like Thoughtseize has come in before Engineered Explosives, but I could be wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to cut Collective Brutalities. Goblin Lore looks to be your weakest card here. I don't think you want to cut your Bloodghast or your Flame White Phoenix because they allow you to have recursive pressure against them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you're kind of left with cutting Goblin Lores or Lightning Bolts or possibly Delve Threats. And it's just how many of those are you willing to cut?
I can see trimming a Delve Threat just because you're expecting Rest in Peace.
Yeah.
And I would
Minimizing
agree,
that impact.
Yeah. Like, you still need to keep a majority of your Delve threats in case they don't have it.
Yeah.
You need that larger body. And I think Goblin Lore is the other one to be able to take out. So I could see cutting either an Angler or Tassiker plus 2 Goblin Lores to bring in
The 3
3
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Or maybe a 2-1 split between Thoughtseize and Engineered Explosives.
Okay. I could see that. Alright. Well, that was not a ton much else to say, so I guess we can just go and bop on down to them.
You can start.
And it looks like Sebastian's on a maul. I'd see a Terminus in his... Oh, ooh, that's a maul to 5. And Corey is keeping a 7.
He's got Faithless Looting. He's got Street Wraith. I believe he has a Goblin Lore, a couple lands, and I'm not sure what the last 2 cards are.
I can't entirely tell.
It might be Collective Brutality. So, well, we'll find out shortly.
It might be Bloodghast.
Bloodghast. Yeah, I can see the red hue coming off of it. So
It
a
looks
couple
like 2 of them.
Bloodghast.
Yeah.
So yeah, Faithless Looting pitching 2 Bloodghast seemed like a really good start.
Yeah, if you're able to turn 2, just drop a land, uncontest it, get back 2/2/1s on turn 2.
Okay. So instead you start with Street Wraith, dig 1 deeper into Thoughtseize, and then
Yep.
turn 2 you can go ahead and Faithless Looting plus land.
And this means you can more guaranteed, you're less likely to get blown out by a Rest in Peace in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so hopefully Corey does go for the Thoughtseize line here and doesn't go for the Faithless Looting, as I think that would just be...
If he was going for Faithless Looting, he'd probably start off with the Mound.
Yeah.
That way he could save the fetch in
Mhm.
order to bring back the Bloodghast.
He's putting... And he's able to safely pull himself down to 13 on turn 1 because, like... the
No!
Rest in peace. Now...
That hurts.
It hurts a lot.
I don't think you Street Wraith
mm.
there either.
No, not a fan. Though I don't think that Sebastian has to punish.
We never see a punish on stream.
No.
You know that.
Punishes don't happen.
Alright, so... Alright, come on. Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize.
I feel like if you're gonna cast Thoughts, you should have done that before playing the land. Not to be hypercritical here, but... Because if he has Path Exile, you just take that, and then... Yeah, he can't get value off of it.
Yeah, I also like playing that before the land because if he has a counter spell, well, he taps his mana, you know the Bloodghast are safe right then.
Yeah.
If he has removal, you take him out before he can use it on the Bloodghast. No! No! What are you accomplishing here? I don't understand.
Kirby upset.
Very upset.
Cannot understand what is happening
That's
in
my
front of him.
secret. I'm always upset.
Ooh, he kept a phoenix instead of a goblin.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Winning the game.
Are we
I think he is.
frustrating one of the commentators? That's what he's doing right now.
I feel like Koi low-key sat down. I was like, I want to annoy whoever's watching this right now because also the way he's been doing his lands. Like, look at him.
He's Death Shadow.
Look at him.
He just wants another just screaming of no at the screen while he tries to make the wrong decision.
He's hard considering not casting the Thoughtseize.
Now he casts it.
Oop, he cast it. He found the line.
Assumes it resolves at the end. ZX. Oh.
That
Ooh.
detention sphere seems really good right now.
Yeah, I'd probably take that and then leave him.
Play around that settle. Yeah.
Yeah, easy game.
Counterpoint doesn't. Sorry, shut up.
Takes the Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah, how is he gonna beat it?
Finger guns at the
You
screen.
can't beat Jace, remember? It's
You
best
just
card
can't-
in Modern.
Can't beat him.
Unbeatable.
Alright.
It broke modern.
Koi made the correct line.
I'm waiting for a Terminus all the time.
So Sebastian draws
Just
Terminus, but
punish.
he accidentally puts it in his hand. Oh man.
Oh my god. We're going faithless looting? Or are we just going to put the bird out there?
Plays the bird, attacks.
Plays the bird post combat.
Sometimes you do it.
He's trying to bait out the saddle wreckage. Heck yeah.
I'm fine with this.
Bird.
Okay. Opt. Terminus just once. It's not a Terminus.
It's probably a Condemner Path again.
Okay.
It looked like a land.
Okay.
It might be.
I can understand.
Because he doesn't know if he wants to,
I think you drew a timely.
That's fine. That's decent.
Isn't that?
That's fine. Oh, he's not. He's below. Corey's below his life total.
Yeah. Corey did not.
He's been so aggressive against himself.
He was playing around time waits.
Alright.
Sebastian
Well.
casts a time lane. Corey's just like, no, 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 and bolts his entire board.
So, what do you do here? Phoenix plus 1 Bloodghast? Because you know
You know
you're
there's the
facing a
settle.
settle.
Phoenix, 1 Bloodghast, or double Bloodghast. 2 creatures is what you want to
Well,
do
Phoenix
here.
has to attack.
Okay, yeah, Phoenix Bloodghast.
So-
Yep. Like, you don't want to commit your entire board, obviously. It looks like he's going to try to dig into a Thoughtseize or something, though.
How about another Bloodghast?
No, the Bloodghast is fine. It's fine. Oh. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We also going to see a Goblin Lore here?
Oh, maybe
yet.
post combat. Oh. Yep. Uh huh. Yes. Just do it.
Yes. My man.
Now it's time for human music.
He's gonna get into the red zone, or Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this heavy's essentially gonna cast a double path to exile. It's fine. Gives him a little bit of breathing room. He's still gonna go to 11, but that is importantly. No, wait, no, he's not. Never mind. He's not going to 11.
Yeah.
He's gonna take nothing. He's gonna stay
I just
above.
noticed
10.
Wizards really likes using removal that turns things into lands.
Yeah, I feel like their thing is that they're just like, yeah, we want to make it so removal doesn't completely punish the player. How can we benefit them? And there's just one guy who's been in the office since like 1995 that's just like,
we go the land? Good idea.
people.
Love it.
It's hard to feel bad
that
when you
man
have
promotion.
lands. People hate not having lands.
So we're taking the lens.
And then you have the other guy on the other corner that's just like strip mine, wasteland.
Ooh, now we're going for it. Let's go, boys.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Doing the
Ooh,
indirect thing
he
where
has-
looks at his cards
He has two hollow ones.
You know what happened in Shadows over Innistrad?
What's that?
They're like, oh man, we need a removal. He's like, give him a land. Get a clue, Larry. Ooh, perfect.
Oh, they're rolling for it. Ooh,
rolling. This is gross.
ooh.
He's gonna hit both the hollow ones.
All right. Let's see
and
here.
he picks one.
Hollow one,
One hollow one.
Okay. That's acceptable.
the hollowest of ones. Corey passes. Not today, hollow one. You'll come later.
Alright. Sebastian still needs some lands.
He sure does.
He's got Jace. Oh, there's land.
He
Found
has,
it.
he has a
He should
Jace.
play Jace.
Oh no, timely.
Oh yeah, he's got Timely.
Yeah.
No, he gets
He
3
won't,
tokens.
He won't gain any life.
Um.
He'll get some blockers.
So if he wants to just like, if he's fine just eating all the damage, he can. Oh, I forgot about the Flamewick Phoenixes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Jace bounce hollow one? Would that have been better? I don't know.
I don't.
I like honestly don't know.
I don't think it would have. It depends. Are there 2 flame? How many Flamewake Phoenix are we talking?
There is one.
There's one. That's
Because Sebastian actually wants himself to go below Corey's life total
so he
to
can go
gain
back
that
up.
6 life.
Yeah. It's hard to say, honestly. I think that the timing might have been better, but there's a chance I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Dude, whoever's phone, they are just. It's my phone. Oh, it's.
This is your game?
No, it's
You really want that
Is it
sponsorship.
Ryan?
it's the toxic frog.
Froggy boy.
Ah,
Hippity hop.
neat. So Corey's in the tank.
Oh, he has an apartment in the tank.
Does it look like one of those little sandcastles?
Whoa, why are you loud now?
I think the mic got a little closer.
Oh. Oh.
Mm,
Yes.
mm.
Yes to your previous question.
Maybe nobody could hear us.
Ooh, that would be hot. You've just been talking the entire time, and there's just been like light whispers. Barty's just like, please stop.
Oh, Corey's still thinking.
He's known to do that.
What were we talking about before that?
I don't. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, you wanted to advertise your awesome phone app that keeps bothering you.
All right, so I'm in this group chat on Facebook, right? So one thing we just kind of did one time was we decided to start playing those really bad Facebook games, and we discovered they have high scores. And we all like play a fair amount of games, so high scores are kind of like that thing that you get addicted to getting.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone just started aggressively going at each other, and we discovered that
Dopamine.
Hex, the basketball game that I can't remember the name of, and this other stupid game, Basketball Fever, and the stupid one game, I don't know, like all these games, Everwink, they just constantly message you and they're like, have you completed this daily quest? You could complete this daily quest. And
Play me again.
it's the worst thing.
Hey, listen, hey, listen.
Whoa, Sebastian's low. The lowest.
Getting low.
Ooh, references. Does
To
he
the
have...
wall.
Stop.
It's like we're at a skating rink in elementary school.
Oh,
I don't know. You probably were not even in kindergarten.
I've been to the skating rink and I've heard bad music at the skating rink. I didn't go there a lot.
Jam on. Jam on.
I didn't go there a lot. I was.
It's like
essentially
5
a
different
human being.
songs they just play on loop.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did that. They're like, we know what the kids like.
Toss you down.
Oh, that's.
Sebastian got Thoughtseize so hard, Chase turned upside down.
Ooh.
As he does.
As you do when you're a thought seized. So, what? Sebastian wants to draw a Terminus? Baneslayer. He wants a Baneslayer.
Yeah,
Get that fella a Baneslayer.
seems fine. Just eat a Flame Wake.
Eat a Flame Wake, eat a Hollow One, eat whatever. Like, and you just start gaining life.
Well, Flame Wake has to attack.
Yeah. A Terminus would also be pretty solid right now.
Yeah, I don't like Corey overcommitting here.
Like, yeah. It almost guarantees death.
Does he have 4 Faithless
He
Lootings?
sure does.
Hmm.
All 4 of them.
Hmm.
He has card selection as far as the eye can see.
Top for once.
Okay, so he really needs to hit that Terminus. No. Now, that's bad. That's
There's that land for that Terminus he can cast next turn.
he sure can. So he can go to 5. He can activate Celestial Colonnade, and he can block some things.
Mm.
He'll go to 3.
Yep. I think Corey should do some Faithless Looting.
He has so many, and he just needs to find a Lightning Bolt. Like, it's free. It's all free.
It's free real estate.
You don't even have to think about your attacks, because you just do it.
Yeah, you just bolt the soldier.
Like,
No, you don't.
Wait, does he have a bolt?
No.
Oh.
Land.
Oh, I thought he had a bolt. Alright, so he's going for the Goblin Lore for instead of the Faithless Looting. 1. Did he not draw?
Oh. The bolt was in there.
I feel like he
I feel like he drew 3.
only drew 3.
That's gonna be real weird if he did.
Corey, I think you only drew 3 for Goblin Lore. Put the other 3 back in your hand and then randomize.
Oh man, if it were you also like Sebastian does the bolt. I really hope it does. I'd feel bad for him,
I
like
feel like Loki, the best part of that was the small like hand wave, like how the fuck do I handle this?
picks up his hand, another bolt in there.
I'm pretty sure he just discarded the same three.
He did. He
Mhm.
sure did.
That's nice.
All right.
It's kind of like how Andrew discarded the same 3 that he drew earlier.
They both did. He did nothing with that card.
It was a mystery. You don't worry about decking in that game.
Oh man.
In that matchup.
That's just tack. Just take your mans. Take your mans. you boop him.
You just boop him.
Now it's
Okay, he's got Faithless Looting.
Hey, it's another bolt. But he has a tap land.
Oh, that's. That's
Guess
real
we
bad.
gotta wait a turn. Oh, he can keep the Street Wraith
it's a street rate, though.
and then cycle that and maybe get an untap land. There we go.
Okay.
Though he's getting dangerously into he might just die on the swing back.
He sure might. Alright, so. How much does Sebastian have to block? He has to block. He has to block both the Hollow One and the thing, and then he can activate Celestial Con for free. Okay. So, the thing that he doesn't currently know is that he has no outs. Just none of them. Because there's a Lightning Bolt.
Yep, Sebastian's down to 1.
And he does he have an out? A timely reinforcements?
Yeah, he does have another one of those.
Yeah, timely is
Or
his out.
Snapcaster.
Or Snapcaster. So he has he used any Snapcaster? So he has 3 outs right now.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if he's debating about, like, if that is Snapcaster in his hand,
Yeah.
just doing timely right now, or waiting and settling.
That's tricky from his side. I think you have to go for the timely, but it feels bad.
I think if I were in his position, I would go for snap settle. If he
Alright.
does snap.
So, bolt.
I mean, attack.
Turn you in sideways first.
Oh, in case it's cryptic, yeah.
Yeah. Feel real bad to lose to a cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Get that flame wake back, right?
He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
No respect for the Flame Wake.
Because he's playing around settle,
Yeah.
which, well, he doesn't really need to. He has bolt. There's
Just,
not.
just bolt him in response. Just
Bolt him!
Just
Just
bolt him.
bolt him!
That's happened to him twice now. Oh man.
It's like I should just not opt. Opt not to opt.
I don't cast spells. This is the most optimal way of playing Magic. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. That was a night of streaming. So we had Trouble Flame Zoo versus Hollow One, where Hollow One won? Question mark? I think it did.
Yep.
Kirby versus Zoo. Kirby won.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby won again against Lightning Company. No real surprise there. Burn won against Lightning Company. Burn won against Blue White Control, and Hollow won against Blue White Control.
So it was all the right column.
Right column's the best column.
Right column, best column.
Yep. Importantly, Corey was undefeated. Michael was undefeated, and Kirby was undefeated. And Andrew didn't win. Connor didn't win, and Sebastian didn't win. Okay.
Blouses win.
No, Andrew got one game, didn't he, in one of the matches?
He might have got a game against me.
Yeah, you got a game against you. See?
He got a game. Matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget if the first round was out of 3 or not. Either way.
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
hopefully
hopefully
we will be back next week. We won't be taking a
Another-
extended break again.
Yep. And as a reminder, after these streams, we always put them on loop one more time for those who might be coming in late or want to just see the stream again. They'll be going up as soon as we finish this stream. Do appreciate those that came out tonight. Not sure what format we'll have next week, but please do tune in at 7:30 to see exactly what we will be bringing to the table.
By then?
No, we will not have full spoilers yet. We get full spoilers Wednesday of next week.
Yep.
I would assume like
So
immediately after full spoilers, we
I think we decided last time not to do standard immediately after new spoilers and actually wait until there was some data on Magic Online. But because we're getting them 2 days earlier, we might have some data.
The game 2 days earlier, we might have some data, or we could also just do a modern or a legacy thing and show off the power of some cards from the new set, as there are some cards, some more than others, that we'll see some play in those
We get
formats.
somebody to play Tron,
I'll do it. I get
and then
Assassin's Trophy.
we just do a Jund deck with Assassin's Trophy and that new Goblin. Just run 4 of each, plus Molten Rains.
Hey, Tron, let's go, boys.
You're just like, all right, so I've lost to Tron a lot. I'm not going to do that
It'll be
anymore.
the feel-good stream.
Everyone's just like, hell yeah, I love Tron.
Hey, guys.
I hate Tron, I mean.
Do you hate Tron?
We got
Come
you.
to our stream. You'll have a good night.
You just want to see the 6th round of Tron getting dumped on? Yeah, we got it. Tron proceeds to still go 6-0, and we just kind of give up. Oh, man. So, anyways, any other closing statements?
Nope.
Nope.
That'll be about it. But you can probably expect Modern or Legacy next week. And
Yep.
that'll about do it.
All right,
So
well.
we'll catch you all next week, 7:30.
Catch you next weekend. Thank you guys for getting in there.
Have a good night.